Hey, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
Dad, Dad. Hey, Dad, did you see that?
Hi, Dad.
Hey, Dad?
Daddy-o! What's up?
Dad! The number one dad.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Hey Dad. I am Mango here with Joel.
What up?
And Chris is finally back.
Hey, I'm back, guys.
He's not working. Surprise, surprise.
And we got a special episode today. I hope you guys are ready for it. Before we get to him, we know there's a lot going on in the world. And sometimes you just gotta sit back, turn some tunes on. With that being said, we have Joshua Gale here today with Gale Bird. And we are excited for this.
Something I have been meaning to tell you, but I figured that I would put on a show for you.
Joshua, welcome.
Hey guys, appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, dude, thanks for coming on. So I'm just going to turn over to you so you can tell everybody who you are and what the band's about and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Joshua Gale. Got the nickname Gale Bird early in like middle school football. I know you guys were talking about football the other day. I had an extremely obnoxious dad who was, out there on the sideline for my brothers and I was the third of, three guys that were always in trouble, all that kind of stuff. So like whether I was a good kid or not, I had a reputation that preceded me. And so, had one brother 6'5". I'm like, how did he get the height? I had another brother that was like a fast and skinny, and then there was coming up me, it was like the runt who didn't grow until like a junior in high school, but like I worked my butt off. And in Texas football they call you by your last name, which it was Gale, and then they would hear my dad yelling from the stands, "Let's go Jaybird," which was my nickname. I didn't like to keep clothes on as a kid. I think people only wear clothes in sitcoms. I know you guys put clothes on for this podcast, but let's be honest, nobody wears clothes at home, So Jaybird, and so everybody started picking up on, "Hey Jaybird," all your friends are giving you a little hard time and call you Jaybird, and then it morphed into the coaches starting to say Gale Bird. "Let's go Gale Bird." So when we were picking a band name, every band name's stupid until it becomes like a good band.
Yeah, you ever, like, some of the bands you, like, hear of, you're like, man, where did that name come from? And I'm one of those people that's like, when you hear something, you're like, that works, or oh, that doesn't.
Yeah.
So it's like to hear all the band names, you're like, where in the world did you come up with
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Well, I mean, name some of your favorite bands, and like that name would be stupid if like
Right.
it was a new band.
Yeah.
Right? Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
Like we would not be listening to that in 2026. That would be the weirdest house music ever,
Yeah.
right? Like, but Anthony Kiedis, who has a cool name, was like, "Nah, Red Hot Chili Peppers," right? Like Queen, like, I mean, you just like, well, that was fitting, but like, AC/DC, like, I don't know, like, it's not, it's weird.
There's a
They're
lot of
all
them.
weird.
Like Buck Cherry. Buck Cherry's one of my favorite bands. Like, what in the world?
Why? Yeah.
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 And then I never know what genre to call my music, because I like Simple Plan and Bowling for Soup and all those kind of bands. And it's like, where in God's... The best one I ever heard was Mest. Do you know who Mest is?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mest, they're
Sing it for us.
oh God, I don't even remember. I don't remember what they played. But their whole story behind the name of their band is they were sitting around drinking, and they were drinking Milwaukee's Best, and they came up with Mest. And I went,
Yeah.
I'll buy it. I love it.
Yeah.
It's great.
I'm in it. Yeah. I want to listen now.
Throw it against the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So like that morphed in, to Gale Bird, which, has become more and more country. And, Sean and I, we friends in college here in Charleston. He was at the College of Charleston. I was playing football at Charleston Southern. We met, and I loved playing music more than football. So I quit football my sophomore year to play music, and had so much fun. Music is like the most fun you'll ever have on this planet, of playing with a band. When we play live, it's about 8 of us on stage, and it is the most fun I've ever had in my life, and I love it. I learned how to play music because I look like this. You know, a lot of my friends are like, to be honest, Josh, I think you had a little bit of a glow up because like I was just a chubby redheaded kid, which is like God's sense of humor. I'm like, come on, man. Like, you know, give me red hair and a slow metabolism. Like, come on, like give me something. So, you know, it's, you know, I learned to play music. I got hurt in sports and picked up a guitar and loved it. And, you know, started hanging out with more kids who were, you know, edgy, playing music, growing their hair out, you know, got introduced to a bunch of stuff because they had older brothers that were doing stuff and, you know, got to experience a lot of life doing that, but never let it go, even though I was still playing sports a ton, but realized sports were like so political and coaches, you know, and I still coach now, but I coach from a place of like, I know how I don't want to coach, you know,
right. Yep.
And I can like, I know with my words, I could make a kid's entire life by how I speak to him. And so I've loved doing that. But music has just been so incredible. We've tried to figure out how can I, you know, we didn't even try to get signed. We were just like, Sean, I got some extra money. Like I'm doing good right now. Let's finish what we were doing. Let's go record. Let's just go have some fun. And you know what? Like, come work with me too. Let's figure out how we can like work from home. You know, I've got a marketing business. Sean and I also own a e-commerce jewelry company that does well. And so, hey, you guys as host, I'll hook you up too. Say appreciate you. It's valenvinejewelry.com, and it's like heirloom incredible jewelry. I get to meet with couples and do their engagement rings and just all sorts. I just love anything creative. I'm like, give it to me.
You go play at their weddings too?
Hey, I've actually, okay, so I've played at one wedding. That was my middle brother. They were divorced in like 6 months. I've played at like 5 funerals, and I met my wife at a funeral. So I have more success at funerals than I do weddings. So I don't think you want
Will
me to do your
Ferrell
wedding.
Proved that point in a movie.
Yes, yes. At the very end of the movie, and it was like, that was it. You know, that was the best way to end that movie too. Funeral crashers. But no, I reconnected. We went to college together, but I reconnected with her at a funeral. I was singing some hymns, and I saw her in a sundress here in Charleston, and I was like, dang, I never had eyes for her before,
That's
but
not
all right.
fair. Sundresses.
Right.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, Charleston, if you've never visited, one of the most beautiful places on the planet. Like today, I'll work late until the night because we spent the whole day on the boat. You know, the kids were in school. I was like, come on, let's go out. We got a shameless plug for Freedom Boat Club. I get to show up. I am not a handy person. I told you that, right? You are. I was like, I've never bought a boat because like I don't want to try to have to fix a boat and look like an idiot, right? And I have a 2003 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 AT because it won't break.
Yeah.
Because if I got anything else, I'd be like, I'm embarrassed right now. I don't know how to fix this, right? I did an alternator one time. I'll give myself credit for that. That was easy.
To be fair, backing in the boat, that's the embarrassing part.
That too, right? And then, so Freedom Boat Club, I just reserve a boat on the app. It's a new boat. It's not my problem if anything's wrong with it. I go down there, I get on it, bring the public subs and chips, and go out and cruise around Charleston and like pretend like I'm going to buy that house or that house or that house. And like, shows you how many billions of dollars are in this crazy place. And I'm like, it can't be that hard to make millions of dollars if like all these people aren't geniuses. Like I've met some of them, right? I used to work for a billionaire. He is not a genius. And so, you know, all that to be said, we have figured out how to play his music as much as we want to be in the studio, to write music all the time, to write music that helps us be better husbands, better dads. That's kind of the brand of our music, is like some uplifting stuff to help us get over our crap of like, you know, all right, like, no, she's not that bad. And I guess I probably might be wrong. Let me just call her and tell her I'm sorry and I love her. And like,
well,
you know,
if you're going to jump into that real quick about your songs, I appreciate the dad stuff, but I was listening to some stuff today, and your song, I Still Do, is probably I listened to that song like 3 times. That is such a good, I don't know, if you care about the relationship between you and your wife, that is such a good song.
Yeah.
Such a good song, man.
Well, man, it has to be, you know, divorce rate is like 1 of every 2 or 3 couples.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
And it's rough out there. Like everything wants to take you away from your family. Everything wants to take you away from your marriage. Everything wants to pull you away. And I've seen it. I'm, you know, product of it, you know, kind of grew up in a crazy family situation. Love everybody to death. I got one brother in recovery because, still like, he took the way we grew up one way, the other brother super successful over living by himself, like relationships are tough, and so we're looking at marriage a different way. We're like, man, there's a lot of country music about leaving. Like, how about we just do something about staying? Because that's actually the hard thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, when did, I know you guys were talking about, like, it's easy to trade things in, and people are trading things in all the time. It's so easy to trade something in now and get something new. You can lease anything, you can return anything. Bed Bath & Beyond went out of business for it, but, it was way too easy to return that.
Yeah.
But everything, $200 divorces, whatever it may be. When did like hating hard things become a thing?
Yes.
Like, I love hard things, dude. Like, I'm like, yeah, I got a chip on my shoulder of like how many college or high school teachers were telling me like, dude, good luck getting into school. And I'm like, dude, no, I graduated with a 3.0, like, because you didn't know what you were doing. And I had a chip on my shoulder.
I always fight with my kids about like understanding the importance of just trying to finish things. Like, if you're in the middle of a conversation, don't just give up because you don't see a way out of it. Just try to like help your way through the situation or see their point of view and then work your way. Don't give up on it.
No, a hurdle.
Yeah.
A hurdle's not a wall. It's a hurdle.
Right. Right.
Like, don't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
just, give me, or don't just blow a whistle and be a sideline referee. It's like,
Yeah.
That's too, and call somebody out with a problem and be the problem pointer out. Or I call them fruit testers. They're just going to poke holes in everything with no solution to offer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you don't get to do that. If you're going to come in with a problem, you can't tell this to your wife because, like, they're like, what? You said that? No, it's like, help me with a solution here. Let's this can't be like crazy difficult. There's got to be a way around it. And I have figured out how to do so many crazy things just because it like bothered me enough. I was like, I can do that. There's got to be a better way. There's got to be a really inexpensive way. There's got to be something.
Yeah.
If I can cut through the clutter of the internet and figure this stuff out, and so
just use
teach them.
ChatGPT.
Yeah. I'm there, dude, all the time. Hey, simplify this for me. There's got to be a better way. Get the right prompt in it, and it's pretty awesome. So we never wanted to get signed and like have a record label and have the responsibility of that. Like, what a great dream! It's like playing professional sports. Only a fraction of a % of people ever get signed to a record label. Most people are independent artists. So like, we got the attention of a label, got signed, and we're like, okay, let's just figure out how to do life where we can have as much flexibility as possible to be able to be with our kids, be with our wives, and play music, be in the studio, write music. And I still do. Sean and I were sitting here writing one day, and it was a really tough week. I have this crazy capacity. I want to go out and do things. I tried to run for city council, and I did really, really well. It's just the demographic part of it didn't work out for me in this area, but I understood. I lost by like 6 votes, but I started to understand government because I hate paying taxes, and I'm like, if I'm going to pay them, I'm going to figure out where the heck that money's going, and then I'm going to hold your stinking feet to the fire and tell you like, you're going to waste my money on what?
Yeah.
And so I got into understanding government. I've got some friends that are in the state house and state senate and all that stuff, and I'm helping a guy run for governor of California and get to do some just crazy stuff. And he's one of the top contenders. This is really cool to watch. And so we get a label to approach us. We're writing I Still Do. And back when I ran for city council, when I'm all in on something, I'm like, hey, y'all, like, you're gonna get robbed for a minute, but Dad's gonna do this over here, and it's gonna be real hard for a minute.
Yeah. But
then your family will kick and scream. When all of a sudden you'll know when they've had enough of whatever the heck you're into at this moment, because they'll let you know. Well, my wife had enough of trying to, she felt neglected in that time, and then she felt something else. And one night, eventually, she just said, "Listen, I don't know how you feel about me. I don't even know if you had a time machine, if you would go back in time to 2013, if you would even ask me to marry you." And I was like, "Oh my God, I hate that you feel that way."
Isn't it amazing how they see a certain part of what you're doing as avoidance or not wanting to do with them, and don't understand that the fact that the reason you're doing it is all because of them.
Yeah, but they don't want to share us.
Yeah, that's
Right.
the other thing, is because like before I got married and met my wife or anything, I would totally be okay with making $25,000 a year and going to eat at the Sub House every night, which is a local, hangout spot that
Come
Mango
on.
and like I would totally be okay with that. And then when she came into my life, it was like we're doing okay. We're making money. We live in a nice house and everything. But now it's like, not that I want more, but I'm driven to do more, all because you made me want to be that part.
Yeah. But at the same time, they'll never want to share you.
100%.
Ever. Because
they're like,
why would they?
Just cuddle me in bed. And they're like, I can't do anything that way. I don't know what to tell you.
But it doesn't come out as I don't want to share you.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris, what were you saying?
No, I just got grief last night. It took us about 2 hours to get everything. I had to get like I said, we're new to this this Riverside app, so it took about 45 minutes of dilly dallying around, and then we just shot the bull for another 45 minutes, and I was getting the third degree just because it took too long to get that. I was like naive, and I'm like, oh yeah, 10 minutes, we'll just make sure it works and get dialed in, no problem. And 2 hours later, and she's just like, well, I was busy all day, and then you were on there for 2 hours, and I'm like, when do I don't.
Yeah.
I do this once a week, and that was outside of the norm. But yeah, they don't like to share.
Yeah, but you're not doing it.
Breaks.
It's not.
Especially
You're
when
not.
you got kids.
Yeah, kids.
Yeah.
But you're
Yes.
not also doing it for yourself. You're doing, like, if this becomes really something, it was the whole driving force behind it was so that she could buy jewelry from Josh, and then
That's it.
and then the kids could be taken care of for whatever they want. So like the driving force behind it is just not an understanding of what they get. But
Josh, it's a cool thing for you to do all these cool things. Like, it might take time away from family, but then when you succeed, your kids are like, my dad does a really cool thing.
right.
Yeah.
Like running for office, playing in a band, getting to travel.
Yeah.
So then they see that work you put in and be like, all right, I understand, or they will understand.
One day.
Yeah. But I think, it's like such a balance, but it can't be like the craziest strive for a balance, because you all get the I'm a terrible dad little thing that plays in the back of your head all the time. All the time. You're not, right? Like, I mean, you're doing everything you're doing because you love them so stinking much. I still do as written, and as a response of like, Melissa, I blew it. I get it.
Dude.
Like, I'm shooting from the hip.
Yeah.
And that shot was terrible, and you got taken out. But godly, I will always agree with younger me. What a genius. Like, the dude, we don't give him enough credit.
Yeah.
Like, yes, he was 25 and naive. And yes, you realize the second you married him, he had no idea what he was doing. Like, my wife I have to give her so much credit. She's so graceful, because she married me. She's like, he doesn't know a single thing. And it was so evident, so obvious, but she was so graceful, so kind, so loving to like grow up with me. And she's like, most women, they're more mature than us. Let's be honest. Like,
100%.
but it's like, but they saw something real special, real sweet, and they're willing to put up with all the other silly stuff. And so we grew up together, figured out finances. That was like the hardest part too. Like, being poor was terrible.
Oh, you figured it out? Because we're still.
Being poor when you're by yourself isn't bad.
Yeah.
Right. No, it's not at all. Like, we were fine, but like being poor when you have a woman who's like, part of her security in life is dependent on this, and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You don't like counting pennies and going to Chipotle with $13 in coins? Like, this is all.
Oh, but
I just can't believe we had $13 in coins.
You
This
can't
is awesome.
you can't use
was a good
Chipotle, because Chipotle, I don't know how many times you've been to Chipotle, but every time you go, even if you order the same thing, the price is different.
It goes up every single time.
It doesn't even go, like, I'll go in sometimes and you get, I always get a chicken bowl with guacamole and whatever, and it's like, sometimes they're like $13, and then sometimes they're like $22.50, and you're like, what?
I think that's my fault though, because I like every restaurant, I find out the way to get like the most out of it.
Oh yeah.
So like Chipotle, it used to be you could get the burrito shell on the side for free. Because I would get the burrito shell on the side, I'd get double rice, beans on the side. So I'd put things on the side so they didn't take up room inside, right? Beans on the side, double rice, because you can get like 2 or 3 extras. So it would be double rice, and then protein, and then the pico, the this,
Sure.
the this, the this, the this, the this, right? And then sour cream on the side, the honey vinaigrette on the side. They charge for the new sauce, which is pretty good. It's a little spicy.
What's that called?
Thinking of what that's called.
Yeah.
Super delicious.
I do like that.
Yeah.
though.
And then as much lettuce as they can possibly fit on top with, and close the bowl, and like they're looking at me like, what is this guy? And I get it. And then all of a sudden I've got a number one, you put everything out, you have a salad, right? You get the lettuce, you put it in another bowl, you put some of the food on top, you got meal number one with the vinaigrette sauce on top. Meal number two, you take half of the bowl, the 1/3 of the bowl, you put it in a burrito shell, you got a burrito. Then the next meal, you have the rest of whatever's left over. Your wife can have that portion, right? She doesn't need as much. So I think I'm the one that broke Chipotle because, like, you know, I got way more than you normally would get because I had a system, and I think I had told enough people about the system.
Man.
I don't
that it
think they
broke it.
really know the pricing, because you go in there and if I go there for lunch by myself, like I said, it's either $13 or it's $22, right? And you're like, okay. And then my kids,
Market price.
yeah, right. Then my market price. I didn't get the fish today. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Right. Then you go in there with your kids and your wife, and everybody gets a bowl, and they go, it's $42, and you're like, wait, what? Like, this should be $440 easily.
Yes.
But
Yes.
their pricing, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me.
And where are you guys?
We're in Ohio.
Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio area.
Dayton, Ohio. Okay, you guys have Culver's?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I don't know if you know this, and the podcast world knows this, but a kids meal burger is the same exact burger that you can get at an adult meal. Okay, it is the greatest hack in the world. I've got 5 kids, and like 2 of them aren't eating burgers yet. So the whole family does their kids meal, which is fries and a drink and a burger, and it is like an adult sized meal.
Yeah.
And it is the best, like, all the way burger. I am always satisfied. I'm like, this is it.
Yeah.
So if you need a dad trick, and it's like we already went through our eating out budget, go to Culver's and then get your ice cream too. And dude,
It's not
and then,
ice
you know,
cream.
Man,
It's frozen
I love
yogurt
Brogan
or
custard.
custard. Frozen
Custard.
custard.
flavor of the
Dude,
day.
It's
it's
ice cream.
$70
It's whatever.
for 4 kids and me and my wife, and then of course, you know, they all want their ice cream and replacement of the drinks, and that's a
Yeah.
huge. I might actually have to consider Culver's. So, like, we can't do this anymore. $70 to eat out, like
Money
we
does
can-
not go far.
we could eat on a week of that at the grocery.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the problem with it, Chris, is like you go somewhere and they all want to pick out their items, right? And then they don't eat it, and they waste.
Oh yeah,
They waste half of it, and you're like, screw this. So we started. My wife loves steak. She is a steak fiend, right? Outback. If you order a to-go Outback, they have like a family of 5 or 4 meal that you can get for like $50, and it actually feeds everybody. We've been doing
Wow.
that. Like, if we go out to
Wow.
eat, we get the Outback steak meal, and they have one that is $70, which, you know, but there's 5 of us, so, but it has 4 steaks and 4 chicken breast with
Wow.
sides
Dang.
and bread. Yeah, for $70. So
Dude, that's
you just
what's up.
like Josh was saying, you just have to find the certain deals
Yeah.
that actually
Or-
work.
You go to Frickers, kids eat free.
Don't go to Frickers. Frickers is the worst. You don't have Frickers, do you, Josh? It's like a bar.
No.
It's
Oh,
it's like
you
It's
don't
not that
need all-
great.
yeah.
it's not a
No, it's
bar. It's
terrible.
like it's like a sports
sports
bar,
bar.
place. You're in South Carolina, right?
Yeah.
So I was trying to think which one. What was it? What's the popular sports bar around there?
Probably B-dubs. Isn't B-dubs everywhere?
Yeah,
Yeah, they got
B-dubs
B-dubs.
everywhere.
Okay, so it's
yeah,
like-
I don't know how popular it is, but yeah.
It's like a B-dubs, but it is.
Yeah.
It used to be good, but it's not good anymore. They hire.
I'm jealous I can't say let's go to Frickers though.
No,
Oh, dude, it's
No,
like warm.
you're
flat
not missing
beer. It's
anything.
terrible.
It's terrible. It's,
It's
not.
terrible.
It used
But
to
kids
be
do
good, but
eat
it's not
free.
good.
That
Yeah.
is true.
Well,
Kids
I
do
don't,
eat free.
but I'm also always disappointed because I feel like I can cook better at home.
Yeah.
Right. So if I'm disappointed,
Yeah.
the money. Imagine going back in time though and telling your dad dinner costs $70.
Oh my God, my dad would lose it.
Yeah, because remember
What
we used to go to
fancy-
McDonald's for $20 for the whole family.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, we went to Taco Bell one night. Taco Bell. You could get the whole menu for $8, right? We went to Taco Bell. The kids order a couple tacos, yada yada yada. It was $70, and I'm like,
They've turned on us.
Taco
Yeah,
Bell.
they have.
They were like the last to do it, but they did turn.
Yeah, yeah.
They when we complained about their meat not being grade A,
when
like,
they took away the
qualified meat, they're like, oh, okay, we got to use real ingredients. We're gonna jack the price up. Then.
when they
They
took
did, yeah,
away
they
the
came-
Mexican pizza.
Yeah, and then they brought that lady in to make like a healthy meal option,
Yeah,
and then
the
got a little
protein
bougie. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I know when I feel like I can make something better at home, I get extremely disappointed. My wife and I are foodies. Like we have competitions. The kids become Gordon Ramsay, like, and they play my wife against each other. Like they're like, Dad's like the best right now, Mom. Like remember what he made the other night, and she's like, all right, I got you. And like that's her thing. She's a stay-at-home mom. Like if you come after her identity,
Yeah.
like it's on. So she makes some incredible stuff. Like you don't get this big without having a woman that can cook like that.
Oh,
like,
I get you.
It's good. And so, but I get like the crown because like when I go all into something. So one day we're at church and my wife, like she's decent, like recognizing people and stuff like that. But all the time we're out and she's like, is that so-and-so? I'm like, do not say that in front of anybody. Like, that's just racist because that person is not anywhere near that other person. Please don't say that. So we're at church, and I hear her, I'm talking to somebody, and I hear her say, excuse me, did you used to work at Yokoso? And my wife's not country. Kinda. She is. It comes out a lot in certain words. But she's like, did you used to work at Yokoso, the hibachi place? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to die. I can't even turn around. Like, I think my face was so red. I'm like, because I knew there was an Asian guy in the room, right? And I'm just like, geez, like, we can't go to church here anymore. Like, we get, like, this is it. He's like, yes, yes. No lie. The guy's name's Steve Harvey. Is an Asian guy with the name Steve Harvey. And super awesome guy. And, I recognized him, and he was the loud, crazy hibachi chef, and like, he's like now, getting a sanctified church life, getting it all together. He's got a bunch of kids, right? And really, really, really cool guy. We become friends. And one day I'm like, hey, dude, I know this is like, and he does it like, he goes to all the really nice houses around Charleston now and will do like really expensive at-home hibachi, right? Like for like, come to your house with the Blackstone. Oh. And he does all the tricks and everything like that. And he's really funny. Well, I was like, hey, I know this is like your livelihood and everything, but like, can you teach me how to make hibachi? Like, I just bought a Blackstone, like, please. He's like, dude, I will give you everything. He even gave me the white sauce serving container that he got from like U.S. Foods, and just like hooked me up. Gave me do you guys have a Blackstone?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I have the Sam Club's version of the Blackstone.
Okay, like a blue rhino.
No, it's called
Sam's Club Special.
No, what's their
Samstone
marketplace or something?
Okay.
It's Sam, but my mother-in-law, she was like, I was talking about a Blackstone, and they had one that it's huge, 36-inch, 4-burner, like it's top of the line. It's just Sam Club's version. So she got it for me. Yeah, man, I love that thing.
Dude.
Oh my God.
And if you don't have one, go on Facebook Marketplace. This is what I first did when I wanted one. I went to Facebook Marketplace. I found the cheapest one that somebody just let sit outside, and it got destroyed. And I babied it back to life.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like,
There's
I'm not handy, but I went and I found like the coolest drill bit attachment that like started to like eat up.
Hold on,
the
Josh,
metal.
real quick. Pause.
Yeah.
Chris, listen to what he's saying about his
I'm
Blackstone.
taking notes.
Okay, take
I had
notes.
mine 1 year and it's already rusted
And it still
out. I
hasn't
didn't
done
season
nothing
well
with
enough.
it. Yeah.
Oxidation. It's sitting
go.
there just getting okay. So you got to go to town. I got this drill bit attachment that like just the ugliest looking thing, looked like somebody 3D printed it. And I like plugged it in, and I went to town with a mask on, and I think I inhaled some of it, so like forgive me if I repeat myself a bunch, but it like I went to town, and dude, the thing looked like I think it looked better than when like the pictures, because it was now the shiny metallic color all over. Then I seasoned it, and it was black again, and it was perfect. And ended up giving that to my buddy who's got like a farm, and I was like, hey, let's keep this at the farm so we can use it when we're out here. And I got another one because on Facebook Marketplace, another neighbor was selling one that had like shelving built in around it, like an additional thing, and he was just getting rid of it because he just would never cook on. His parents bought it for him. So I got a brand new one for $100, gave the other one away. Steve taught me how to make hibachi, which the country crock is the secret. Okay, if you want to know it, use the Instapot, make a bunch of rice. When you are done with the rice, don't turn it off. Just put a bunch of country crock on top so it melts down into the rice. Then when the rice cools, you put it in the refrigerator. It needs to refrigerate overnight. The next day, you've got your teriyaki sauce that you've made, which the house is going to smell incredible because you're making that on the stove. And then you make your white sauce, get a little, I don't even remember the recipe he gave me, but Google one. It's all good. It's all fattening. But the rice that had the country crock overnight is the secret to getting that fried rice that's perfect on the Blackstone. And then using the sesame seed oil, I think it was what it was, on the grill. And then more country crock. You're going to use an entire thing of country crock. Okay, that's half the secret.
So butter and butter.
Yes, and you don't want to do your teriyaki chicken like you always chicken thighs. Don't think you're cool and can do the chicken breast, like you're going to ruin it. My brother-in-law did it, and he was like trying to be me one night. He did chicken breast. It was the driest.
Overcooks it.
Yeah, because it's so easy to overcook a chicken breast.
Yeah.
Chicken thighs are so forgiving. Do the chicken thighs, but don't you cook them, and then you take them off and you chop them up. So they're going to cook a little bit more. So you don't want to like overcook, undercook them a little bit, chop them up. And then you need to bring a cast iron out and put that on top of the bluestone, the blackstone, whatever you got, the Market Sam's, and get it real hot on top, or get like another burner or something going on, and then you're going to caramelize it in that teriyaki sauce. But if you do it on your blackstone, you'll have so much to clean up. It just cakes on there really bad because it's sugar. That's the best teriyaki hibachi you'll ever have. Your family will just ask. You got to be careful though, because they'll ask you to make it like all the time for every holiday.
My
like
wife,
we don't even do Christmas dinner anymore.
Oh, I'm totally down with the traditional dinner for everything. Like half the time people don't even like that stuff anyway. They just try to do it for tradition, and I'm like,
yeah,
screw it. What do we want to eat? Like, let's eat something. Mango does a really good one because Mango Mango comes from a broken home. And no.
His dad's like your number one listener.
That's right.
Anyway, he does 2 Thanksgiving dinners, and he does a traditional one for one, and then the other one he does seafood. And I'm like, yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
We do something different. Usually seafood or steaks or whatever.
So it's like,
I love it.
Not having to follow the tradition on it. Like, yes, let's just use the Blackstone and cook whatever we want.
It took me a while to work on my wife's family for that, but once they're like, oh, hibachi, we're in. My family does like prime rib, right? And it's like incredible. Like, we're so happy. It draws us there too, because it's 3 hours north of here. It gets us getting a lot of kids in the car to go somewhere is like 3 hours becomes 4,
Oh God, yeah.
So I've got 2 boys, 3 girls. Girls somehow their bladders just weren't built the same way as a boy's bladder, and it's a little bit harder to pee in a car. So it just becomes more. But
my son loves peeing in the car. It's his favorite thing in the whole world.
Okay, why would it not be? Is that a sport?
Because we were doing something. I don't remember what we were doing. We were traveling. I think we had just stopped, and he was like, "Oh, I have to pee," and we had an empty bottle. And we're like, "Dude, just here." Go.
Chris hold on. Chris jumped up. Chris got really excited about peeing in the car.
Oh, well.
No, his son pees on the couch.
Yeah, that too.
I need to make an observation. Chris, you talk way too much.
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah, no. I just love listening to the conversation. Yeah, no, we had an old like Dodge van that was like a camper van. It had a big hole in the middle of the floor where the table went, but we didn't have the table in, and that was the go-to like pee on.
There's a hole.
Yeah.
Oh my
just
God.
A hole in the floor. Yeah, it was just like didn't even have to empty anything, just like peed right in the hole.
That's like putting the funnel in the side of the barn.
Oh yeah, but like, hold on, you gotta like lay down to pee.
Yeah, yeah.
Not if
did.
you have
Okay.
good aim.
That's
You
true.
don't.
Okay, okay,
Not
okay.
at that age. Not at that age.
All right.
Still learning at that age.
That's
But
hilarious.
yeah, it was like spill proof. So yeah, just
Yeah.
like that was always fun. Yeah, dude. Being
Or
a-
road rash.
Yeah, well, for the gifted. For the gifted.
Mango, that's not funny. Don't laugh. We need to edit that part out. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny having 3 girls and a boy. How different everything is with the boy, and
Yeah.
I love it because he's like the wild, reckless one that's like just off the chain. So I'm like, hell yeah, that's me. Like, not always like prim and proper, like all right, keeping it together for the ladies, but it's like, all right, let's go have dad and son time and get crazy and
Yes.
stuff that mom would be like,
Break
no,
something.
hell no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah. And like they're so cool with winging it. I know one time my son, we went up to the mountains to visit some friends, and we were going on hiking. And I'm like, well, man, I didn't get anything to eat. There's no stores around here, right? Like when you're up on top of the mountain, there's no stores. Right. And so I was like, okay, like I'm just like praying, and like he's starving, and I'm like, all right, like the ranger station, they've got to sell some kind, like the state park station, they've got to have something in there. Thankfully, they had summer sausage, which is like, I'm talking about like in the casing, like you would get for Christmas from somebody.
Staple.
Yeah. So they had summer sausage and they had apple butter. And then we had, he gets to carry a pocket knife when we go hiking. So he's like got his pocket knife. We've got summer sausage, and you got to have a knife because that summer sausage got the casing around it. And we had apple butter. We go hiking. We sit at this like waterfall area, cave looking place, and we get out our snacks. I'm telling you, I don't know how we discovered apple butter on summer sausage is the most incredible thing in the world.
Dang.
And we got to like cut it up with his knife, and he was like real excited, and peeing in the woods and all that kind of stuff. Like it's just the greatest thing. I think being in the woods also, like your brain is just firing on all cylinders, feeling so incredible. The endorphins are going. I don't know if it was just the endorphins part of it too, and we were starving, but like. It was the greatest thing. He was so easy to like impress, and like it was awesome. I do have one other question. Has any like listener or able to name every single person on the intro, the Hey Dad intro?
Ooh,
Well, that's a good one.
I'd say I know about 80% of them.
80. Okay, because I'm a movie guy and a TV guy, so like. I'm sitting there, I'm going, okay, I think I got most of those. It goes pretty quick, and you're thinking,
Well,
but
the crazy thing is some of the kids shows these days still have the same voice actors from the Rugrats and from Hey Arnold.
Oh, really?
Like all the stuff we use. So it gets kind of tricky because I'm like, well, that voice sounds familiar, but it's from something 20 years later than what I thought it was from. Like Doug, Rugrats, Ren and Stimpy.
It was
Mango
it was
put
kind of
that
hard
together,
to figure out what to do. Yeah, figuring out how to do the intro was like, all right, I don't want to get hit with copyright.
Right.
So I was like, I can at
we already
least
ran
use
into
about
that.
5 seconds to 3 seconds of a clip, and then I'm good.
Yeah.
Then we came up with Hey Dad, and I was like, dude, there's got to be a bunch of 80s, 90s shows where they said Hey Dad. I was like,
I know I sent some to you, so I want to say like a Goofy movie is in there.
I heard that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Powerpuff Girls,
Okay.
that's in there.
I would have not.
Is there Rugrats in there?
No.
No, that was Bobby Hill, who kind of sounded like Chucky, but it was
Okay.
Bobby
Yeah.
Hill.
Yeah.
Bobby Hill,
Okay.
Yep. Chucky was a little bit different.
Will
A
Smith.
little more nasally.
Anxious kid in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will
You go back
Smith
and watch some of those
is
shows,
the
though,
other
and they're like, man, that was kind of dark. Like, they were playing to the parents a lot.
Like we
They
were
were playing
talking
to the parents so much.
my wife and I we were talking about. She's like, "Man, do you feel like some of these shows are inappropriate?" And I'm like, I don't know, because like, what did we watch? And then I went back and watched some of our shows, and I went, "No, they're good."
Yeah.
Dude, they're good. No, ours were
Yeah.
dark. Ren and Stimpy was actually an adult cartoon
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
that was
Yes,
modified.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
it was
didn't modify
modified.
it much.
No, they didn't. And I think they were together too, honestly. Like if you start to like look into like the creator's thought, like Ren and Stimpy they weren't just roommates. So I don't know. There's some, like our childhood's full of some crazy stuff.
Yeah. Wait,
The
yeah.
creator
Because
had his
you,
own problems.
you start watching them and you go, well, that's adult humor, and I get it now. Why didn't I hear that late or early?
Yeah. Rugrats, they got into it.
Yeah,
To
I
the,
remember Grandpa had the XXX videos that he'd make comments about watching.
Oh my
and,
god. Yes.
Really?
Stew in the
I don't
kitchen at
remember
3
that.
a.m. like
Yeah.
making pudding and Dee Dee's like, what are you doing, Stu? He's like, my life's falling apart. I'm just making some pudding or something. It's like, oh, like I'm in my 30s. I can relate to that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
So
That's nuts.
they were, you know, I think that was the good side of Nickelodeon because you had all that like bad stuff with like all that and that creator guy that came out and
Hold on,
you
Josh.
know, all
Hold
the
on.
dark
Ruined
side.
it.
But I feel like
Hold-
ours was like, you know, just like genuine, just like good adult humor where, you know, we'll appreciate it someday.
Do
Here
we?
we are in our 30s
Do I need to
appreciating
do? Do I need to do Chris's introduction to Chris's 10-minute conspiracy corner? Are we
I don't have
at
any
that point?
conspiracies. Those are pretty straightforward.
But are they really conspiracies anymore? Because like we're like 90% right on like most of them now.
God, yeah,
Yeah.
right, yeah. Like
Yeah.
most of them are like blatant obviousnness. You're like,
Yeah,
that-
they're
like
not even hiding it.
if you think that's a conspiracy, you're not
I got
paying attention.
One on the soundboard right now.
Ooh.
Oh, Mango
Wait.
soundboard, go for it.
They got to him though.
Yeah, they did.
Dude, he was right on so
Yeah,
many things.
But they got to him.
Yeah.
They gave him a plea. They gave him a plea deal. They got to him. He's like, you know, they took him from us.
Yeah.
You
Dude, I think
you
the most-
sued somebody for over $1 billion. That's unheard of.
Yep.
That is
Yep.
yeah.
To shut him up.
Yeah. But you know, we
Yeah.
got Jewish space lasers out of it. That's a thing. So
Yeah.
going on right now. Yeah. it's
My
crazy.
father-in-law gets so annoyed. I'm like, you really think we landed on the moon and that stuff? That footage, we might have gotten there, but you think that footage is real? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh my god. He's
They
like, you
lost
don't.
the original footage.
Well, but the problem with that,
Lost.
even there is documentation that they filmed it before they went, just to make sure if they went, it was a failure.
Well, they just made a new movie to make fun of it too.
Right. Yeah.
With what's his face?
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Magic Mike.
Yep.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of
Um, and then we said, oh, I'll get into 9. He doesn't want to believe it though. You know what I'm saying? Because he like, you
it.
know,
I've met people
watched it on
Stop.
TV.
It's that American pride.
Right. And then I bring up 9/11 and he's just like, he leaves the room. He's like, you're crazy. And I'm
Building
like,
7.
No, I'm not.
It's
Building
hard.
There's like
listen, if
Two
you,
things on those.
If you're looking for it, you can find it. But there are also things that where you go, all right, that doesn't make sense in the way that they were trying to play it out. So not saying that it's a full conspiracy, but there were screwed up things that happened. You go, it's not right. If you don't
was
think that
the-
it doesn't happen, then you're not paying attention to anything.
Who was the rich guy that took out he took the insurance out
The guy
on the
who
trade
bought- the
centers
guy who
the
bought
day
the-
before?
Well, no, I don't think it was the day. It was the guy who bought the building
It was that summer. It was like
within
months. I mean, it was
within a
very
year or so many times, and he
And
was
they
trying
discovered asbestos.
right, and they were trying to figure
yeah,
out, yeah.
That's
And they
weird.
were trying to
Yeah.
insure the building, and then he overinsured it, and then it got
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, no,
convenient,
to being able to
right?
find passports, you can't find anybody's body, but you can find passports of the
Yeah.
pilots. You know, like it just there's just so many things. They think we're so dumb.
Larry Silverstein.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
All right.
the guy that took the insurance. Yep. And then some of the people who didn't show up to work.
Boomer Esiason.
Yes, I think they just brought that. Didn't they just bring that up to Hillary and the?
I don't know. I just
Yeah,
will
she's-
always remember that one because
Yeah.
being in Ohio and Boomer Esiason is a national treasure in Ohio. It's like his building, his offices were in there, but he didn't show up that day.
Yeah.
So
Weird. Yeah. That takes more than 10 minutes, but I always I got a conspiracy for everything. Basically, anything that they've told us happened is a conspiracy and a lie to some degree.
it is.
We
It's
keep
crazy.
Chris in check a little bit because we don't want to get canceled right away.
There you go.
No, we kind
Yes.
of want to make it a little further.
We had
I,
a little podcast before this. It was more open ended on topics, so it was easier to get into trouble. This one, keeping it dad focused, it's like, all right, it's not good for
Well, I
dad's
mean, I
mental state to always be going down rabbit holes.
I think
You
we're
gotta,
able
mow the grass
to.
and cook dinner.
I think
Yeah.
we're able to get in trouble on this one, but it's just not the directive that we're going for. So it's
Yeah.
we're just
Yeah,
trying
if
to
there's a will,
trying to
there's a
do
way.
the dad podcast, trying to do the thing. We've been talking about everything. I had a little bit of a question for you that I wanted to hear. So are you guys you're not doing the band full time, or is the band your full time job and
So
you do the
we
things
have-
on the other side?
It's like a mixture. So we're family centric because like I get these kids for 18 years That's it.
Yeah,
Like, because I want to go play music, that's not their problem.
sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to raise these kids who didn't have a dad present, because when you do bite, like when you take the pill to go tour, they own you, they want you to be a vagabond, and you will tour 300 days a year,
Right.
coming home every couple of weeks and figuring out how do I adjust? How do I be home? But you're thinking about leaving again and going to be in hotel rooms. There's so many people trying to come off the road. Some of your favorite singers are like, dude, I got to go home. My kids are calling the phone daddy.
Right.
You know, like, it's
That was
bad.
where I was kind of leading to, is like, if you're doing this full time, what is that like? Especially because your wife is in the band, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So like with you guys both having or choosing to do this, what is life like that, and trying to tell whoever you, because the like land of music right now is a little bit different, because you have TikTok, you can get a hit there, you can kind of hit yourself on your own and control it, but also you have to get out so that people can hear you and perform and everything. So what's it like having the kids, having your wife in the band, and traveling to get that all into one thing?
Yeah. So most people, they play out in clubs every night, or, you know, start playing in bars every night locally to like start making a living playing music. I don't know about you guys, but the older I get, I find it harder to stay up late.
My God.
Oh,
Like, I try. I used to be the best late night dude
Yep.
ever, right? I mean, I could take, like, during the day, like, just one of these, and I'm like, I'm wired. I'm the most capable person in the world. And then now I'm like, oh my God, you know, and like, can't stay awake. Somehow I go like straight REM sleep right away. Like, I'm dreaming, and the best dreams in the world. And I'm like, this is awesome. For us, it's like, we don't need music to make a living. We figured that out. We figured out how to do it, working from home, building websites, doing marketing. I mean, I'm the marketing guy for like all my friends' businesses, for like I told you, I run a guy's campaign for governor of California. His name's Cheon. Super, super cool dude. Korean American, awesome guy. 70 years old, can do like 80 push-ups. He's just super cool guy.
Was he part of the group that taught you how to do hibachi?
No. Listen, I was just at his 70th birthday party. He had the greatest Korean food buffet you've ever seen in your entire stinking life.
Yeah.
Sean and I went there, and we're playing music for his birthday, because I mean, he brought in like the who's who of people, and so we're all there, we're playing music, we're having a great time. This buffet though would make you just like your mouth drop.
Yeah.
And it was not even just like an Asian food buffet. This is like just like super, super like really well prepared Korean food. And I don't know if you've ever been to like a Korean like hot pot, or like where you cook it yourself, like a Korean barbecue restaurant, but it's amazing.
Yeah,
if
I
you
always wondered.
if you who like, your wife likes steak, right, Joel?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, Korean barbecue.
Yeah.
Okay, if you can find a
It is
place
amazing.
and it's got good reviews, you're gonna go, and they've already got the beef seasoned, right? And man, we're gonna talk about food again for a minute, and then I promise I'll come back. I'll come back.
You're
I'll
good.
come back to music,
It's
but
fine.
food is so good.
Fine.
Okay, so then you're gonna start cooking all this steak, and it's like one price, right? It's like a buffet. It's one price, but then you're gonna go back to you get like a Blackstone that's like this round, right? Like 20-inch, circumference, and you're going to cook your own steak, and it's already seasoned for you. Some of it's not, some of it is. You can season it yourself, and you're going to cook it in front of you. You're going to get like beef ribs, and you're going to get ribeye, and you're going to get all this different stuff. And you don't have to eat like any of the stuff you don't want to. You can make your own ramen over here in the hot pot, but let's focus on the steak, right? And then they've got like all pineapple mixed in with the steak. Some of the stuff is just really good. Ugogi, something. Wegogi. We lost Chris.
Yeah. We have.
Pork bulgogi.
That's the great thing about Riverside. He'll be able to jump right back in. So, yeah, pork bulgogi.
Bulgogi, yep. That's my
and
favorite.
And they have the beef one, too. They have beef and pork. And so you can cook it. I mean, you guys have to come down to Charleston. We'll go on the boat. We'll do Korean barbecue.
We actually just last year we went on a cruise, and we traveled out of Charleston. Came in a night early, and we went to a couple places. We went to Vicious Biscuit.
Pretty good.
Oh
Yep.
my God, yeah. Like
Yeah.
any way you can get like a biscuit, so good.
Yeah.
I don't remember the other, like the people we were with, they found TikTok places, so we tried them.
Yeah.
There was nothing disappointing. Like we ate
No,
everything
no,
we ate.
there's-
Was good.
Outside of New York, this is, New York, I'm a foodie.
Yeah.
I'll go to I go to New York all the time to visit with my suppliers because that's the jewelry district. All
Yeah,
the
yeah,
different
yeah, yeah.
people. My kids think I speak like 5 languages. Because I can understand people. The people aren't speaking another language; they just have a heavy accent. My kids
Sure.
are like, "Man, Dad, you're so awesome! You can speak Chinese and Indian." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, but yeah." So,
Don't know what happened there.
um,
Just
so, anyways, Korean barbecue, it's incredible. That's number one. You got to find a place. You got to do it. Your wife will be so happy because the steak. It's too stressful to take your kids because you got hot food and like
Sure.
boiling
Hot plates.
boiling broth and stuff
Yeah.
and don't wear a sweatshirt. It's going to get hot on the table. Like dress lightly. If you ever have to like break bad news to your wife or like call her out on something. Feed her there first and then tell her that news. She won't care. She's so happy because the food and the conversation, she's great. That's the best place to do it. So then you're going to do that. That's number one. Number two, you guys love Mexican food?
Yes. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm all about Mexican food. My wife loves it a lot too.
Yeah.
Like and there's never been a depressed person in a Mexican restaurant.
I don't think so.
It's one of the keys to life. So don't just like try to make Mexican food at home. You got to go find the little Mexican stores, okay, little Latino stores that are like bodega kind of looking stuff, right? They'll be named like Guadalajara or
Yeah.
Texcalita or El Molino, something like that. Find them. Go by yourself. Don't take the family. It's usually in the sketchier part of town. Go to the very back of the store and there's a meat deli area, right, where you can buy meat. The smell you smell when you're coming in, that's like corn, tortilla. There's like a lot of different types of smells. Don't worry about that. Go straight back. They have their meat already seasoned. You've got your beef ribs, you've got your pastor, you've got your fajita chicken. It's all pre-seasoned. If they don't have that, get out of there. That place is laundering money. Go to find the place that is. Buy it, and then if you ever have like bad storms or snow outs or whatever, and the grocery store is selling out of everything, go to those Mexican restaurant places. They've got everything you would ever need, and nobody knows it. So go there, buy your food from there, the meat, go home and cook it, and then everybody's like, you make the best Mexican food in the world. That's the secret to that.
Nice. And the
So
Blackstone.
Yes. And then put it on the Blackstone. That way you don't have to do a million dishes. So coming back to the music, we have denied ourselves like we love playing music so much, but like we're not going to sacrifice the family. Something in life, something will get robbed all the time. It just can't be the same thing getting robbed all the time. If it's you and you're a dad and like you're the one robbing yourself all the time, your health suffers, your mental health suffers, like all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, because it makes you feel like I have a problem with I own my home repair business and I want to work 100 hours a week, but I also feel like a crappy dad because I'm like I need to get this job done, but then I'm also like I should probably be over here helping you with this, but it's also like I can't help you with this if I don't provide for my business. So it's like a
Right.
catch-22. You're like, what do I do? Where do I go? Like, I enjoy doing this. I enjoy doing that. Trying to find the balance just makes you go absolutely insane.
It does. And you got to pay your other contracted workers, all that kind of stuff. It's always like you're not responsible just for yourself. You got other people that are relying on you. But then you got to figure out, you got to find an older contractor and be like, dude, how do you do this with a family? My father-in-law would tell me, dude, like I would put a lot into this job, and I would never underbid just so I always had work. Like if you underbid so you just always have work, you're always going to have work and you're still going to be poor.
Yep.
Like it's like you got to know your worth, put it in there, and he figured that out over some years, but then he would leave some gap between some jobs and take the kids out of school, go straight down to Florida and do the whole thing and stay in a hotel and just be there, present, and they didn't have cell phones back then either, so nobody could reach you.
I always feel like if you make the moments that you have a break big, it kind of covers up the having to do what you need to do to get to those big moments. My dad was really good at it. My dad owned an industrial business, and he would work really hard for 3 weeks or so, and then he would take us we would go to Florida or Gatlinburg. Like if you're, well, I mean, you're kind of close to that too. Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge area. Like we would go there. We went there so many times as children, because my dad was like,
Yeah.
let's just get away. So it's like you
Yeah.
remember those moments bigger than the fact that he had to work so hard, like 12, 15 hours a day most of the time.
Yeah. No, that's been hard for me too. We didn't do like any vacations growing up. We were terrible at it. We never had enough money. We did one time and it was like a disaster. It was just, we argued the whole way and all that kind of stuff. We were the type of family, like we go to church like Christmas and Easter, but we would fight the entire way there. You'd never heard so many curse words in your life. We're passing notes the whole time, all that kind of stuff. But then you get older and you're like, oh, you got to budget for those things, or you got to like plan those things out, or you'll never, ever, ever do them. The same thing with your wife. You're like, well, who's going to take care of the kids? I'm like, no, you got to just tell your parents, hey, like you want us to get along. You got to come be a grandparent and get over here and take care of the kids so that my wife and I can go out.
Yeah.
For us, we just got to stop having kids. We just have a new one all the time.
You have 5. You got to quit.
We have 5.
Yeah, stop.
This is nuts.
I think this is
should
it.
Be done.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
this thing called a vasectomy.
Dude.
Go get it done.
Listen, it's.
I
think my wife. She started looking into it because I was like, all right, I'm gonna plan it, and she's like, the sound of it just sounds so terrible, and she's like, I asked my OB, and there's actually like a same day surgery, like so we have our 5th coming in August, and it's a boy. We just found out. Everybody's ecstatic, because I had one boy already. We needed another boy in the house. Like,
So wait, you're on your 6th kid?
No, this will be the 5th.
Oh,
This will
okay.
be the 5th. So yeah,
Man,
yeah.
buddy.
He's here. He's just he's.
I
in this,
like my wife too, but stop.
listen. I know. I told I like to make my father-in-law a little uncomfortable, and he was like, "Man, you know how that happens?" I was like, "I know. I can't keep my hands off of her."
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I get it. But, man.
Yeah. No, we love it. I got the most incredible kids, but see, I've got a 12-year-old and a 10-year-old. They're the most like helpful kids in the world.
Lucky.
The 12-year-old's a girl. She's like a third parent. Seriously. We went out the other night for the first time, and she watched the kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh my
I have
gosh, this
dreams
is a
about
game
that.
changer.
I'm like, I'm afraid to go check the mail with our 13 and 10-year-old watching the 4-year-old. I'm like afraid to.
But dude, this girl makes breakfast in the morning. Like, she is a third parent.
Dang.
Now, it annoys her brother like crazy. He's like, you're not a parent. And I'm like, well, sometimes.
You're not my
Well,
boss.
when mom and dad
Yeah.
want to go out, yeah.
Well, I had to sit them down the other day and explain to them, hey, like, he was getting so annoyed with her. They're best friends, but they're like a couple.
Oh,
They
my
fight
God,
and
yeah.
argue, but they're still best friends. At school, they take up for each other. They're just awesome. They're 16 months apart. And so she's about to be 12. He just turned 10. And so the math is mathing in my brain. And so the other day, they're just at it hard. You're always this. I wish I had another sister. This is I'll trade you in, all this different stuff. I said, all right, I need to teach y'all something, because you're going to be friends for a very, very, very long time. Even after I'm dead, you guys are still friends. You're going to die? Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, I will.
Yep.
And so I said, listen, yeah, you're right. She is a boogerhead. And you're right. He is a dinghead, or, I said something else. But that's your boogerhead. She's your boogerhead.
Yeah.
And it's never gonna change. So you better learn to love each other and respect each other and appreciate each other, because it's never gonna change. But she may be a boogerhead, but that's your boogerhead.
I tried to explain this to, so my oldest daughter is 13, and my middle son, I have 2 girls and 1 son. So 13, 10, and 8. And I was trying to explain, because those 2, oldest daughter and my son, they go at it all the freaking time. And I'm like, you guys don't understand that one day you're going to call each other and just depend on each other. Like, you're going to like each other eventually. So, like, yelling and screaming and fighting about everything is just, you got to knock it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a lot, but man, they're the most incredible kids in the world, but they will get you on edge like nobody's
Yeah.
business,
Yeah.
you know.
I have a bourbon collection for a reason.
For
Now,
oh man, so funny for me, you know, one of the venues we just played in. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Chris.
I was gonna say, I mean, I was just been meaning to ask, like, are you able to ever take the kids out on the road with you guys? Or is that something they don't want to do? Try to accommodate your
It is okay.
situation?
So I got in trouble recently. Same venue. I'll tell this same story because it's the same venue. They love hearing us play. They come anytime locally. If we're going somewhere and we can get, it's not like they can get out of school and we can make a week out of it. Like Sean, and it depends if we're playing as a trio or playing as a full band. Full band is too much going on to take them, and it's a lot going on, size of the venue, all that kind of stuff. Some venues are not for children, and I learned that the hard way. So like I went to this one venue one night to scope it out. It's a chain kind of venue that's called the Poorhouse, and so like a lot of states have a poorhouse, right? This is the Charleston Poorhouse. So went to go check out the venue one night. Hear a friend's band played. Like we have a lot of traveling acts come through Charleston. It is not the place where you like get discovered and learn how to be a band and get the opportunity to play a bunch of places. Because if you're not somebody who can draw in a bunch of stuff, or if you're not a cover band that's doing reggae or this or this or this, that's like a traveling tribute band, like they're not going to bring you in because you're not going to bring in sales. So we get the opportunity to play at this place. All our friends that are in different bands are like, how'd you get that? You know, I'm like, man, just persistence. And I knew a guy who introduced, sent our music. I figured out, you know, the owner of the venue responds on Wednesdays. I kept asking on Wednesdays, hey, we'd love to get on the schedule. Just persistent as can be. Finally got on the schedule. Did a better Thursday night than they've ever done on a Thursday night. We packed the place out, and they made more money than they've ever made on a Thursday. And that was one of our thoughts too. And if you listen to our music too, you'll notice like there's a faith aspect to it. There's no hiding it. We don't try to hide it. Like,
I don't think you should either.
no, it's my favorite thing that's ever happened to me,
Yeah.
besides marrying my wife and having kids. Like chief of sinners over here, you know, like I need Jesus more than anybody.
Yep, I agree.
So I went to like scope out this venue. My buddy Dallas Baker's band was playing, and they're crazy. They're wild. It was a crazy night. But I went when it was already dark. Okay. And I didn't really go very far. I met a buddy over there. We had great conversation. We're trying all the food they have there. And so come back, my wife, I was like, yeah, we can bring the kids to this one. Because we take them when we can. It's a good venue, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we take the kids. It's great. It's good, you know, be great. Well, the kids come that night, and we get there for setup. The kids come. It's still bright outside when we're setting up and everything. All the weirdest artwork in the world is murals all over the walls. Naked this, naked that. Like, it is not good, dude. Like, for me, I'm like, dang. All right.
Missed that one.
All right. And it's not even just the older two, it's the younger two, too. Then I was like, I didn't check out the bathroom because we have our own bathroom in the green room. My kids come out of the bathroom like, Dad, it's not good. I'm like, okay, well, don't use that bathroom. And then they're smoking weed over there in that area. And like, dude, I got chewed out so bad by my wife of like, I can't believe you exposed our kids to like all this stupidity. I'm like, well, it is kind of like murals there, but then the bathroom was different. It was not good.
Keeping
So-
Like,
contact
it's just a
buzz.
learning experience for all of us.
yeah.
Everybody learned.
I got burned the worst though, but like, anyways, it wasn't like crazy terrible, but it wasn't great. But that same night, you know, Sean likes whiskey. He's in the band, bourbon. I grew up with
Hold
an
on.
alcohol.
You don't have to correct it. It's whiskey, it's bourbon, it's not, it's whatever. And if you meet someone then don't hang out with them. If they're gonna correct you, it's just bourbon, it's just whiskey. If you enjoy it,
Yeah.
you enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, I think he has an affection for bourbon, you know,
Yeah.
and he likes cigars. I can't smoke cigars. It like clogs me up like crazy.
Well, we're gonna
tried.
have Sean on here too, because
Yeah.
I like bourbon. And
Yeah.
let me
Oh,
tell you,
he's a hoot. Yeah.
cigars.
right? But I tried it. But no, I grew up. I've got a brother that's in recovery, and drugs and alcohol. I grew up with a functional alcoholic for a dad, and it sent one brother into his lifestyle. It sent the other brother running the other way of marriage is the worst thing in the world. Keep me away from it. Women are crazy, men are, it just ruined everybody. I ran to Jesus, and it radically changed my life.
Hey, great. It's a great place to go.
It is. But they're both, I think one in recovery is getting there, I just sent the reel of what is that comedian's name that was in, the movie with Dave Chappelle where they get high and fly around.
Something.
I can't think
Jim
of it.
Brewer?
Jim Brewer. He goes,
Brewer, yeah.
"Don't worry, I'm not gonna do what we all think I'm gonna do."
I love Jim
I'm like,
Brewer.
that's my brother coming out of recovery of he's getting sanctified, but he's like, don't, we're wondering is it gonna stick? He's incredible. He's really doing incredible, and I'm so happy for him and so thankful that he's where he is. But that night, that venue is it's popping. The managers are like, dude, y'all's performance. I can't believe you're local to Charleston because you play you've been going around. Because my best friends are all the greatest musicians. I hired to my weakness, right? They're all incredible. I just learned to sing because I look like this, right? And so it's working out though, right? And the bartender's like, dude, you guys have not touched your tab. You got $1,000 tab. What do you want? Let's have it. And I'm like, no, dude, because I've got a million reasons. Okay, I have no reason to drink. Not trying to run from anything.
Yeah.
But I've got many reasons why I probably wouldn't stop.
Oh yeah.
And so I look back at myself of my personality. I look at everything gets amplified too when you just I can overeat, I can overdo a lot, I can overwork, I can over everything. I love to talk. I love to have fun. That gets amplified, right? And so I just told the guy that he had never heard that before. That's not the case for everybody, but it is for me. But that guy was like, dang, dude. And I went back to the venue to watch another show, and he's like, hey, I remember what you told me, dude. He's like, that actually, that stuck with me, and I've shared it with some other people. But it just, I have to just be super careful because of growing up in that, it put a bad taste in my mouth, but then also at the same time I know myself too well. And redheads, we can't hide it, dude. When we drink, our face gets real red and our cheeks turn Santa Claus color, and it's just you can't, there's no hiding it. I don't care what you got.
My wife's a redhead, and she doesn't drink at all.
Yeah.
And it was a weird first date for me because I kept saying, well, the movie doesn't start for 2 hours. You want to go get a drink over it? Forgot.
Yeah.
And then 10 minutes later, oh, you want to go get a drink over it? Forgot.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can. My kids call me a ginger all the time, and I'm like,
yeah,
I'm not. I don't. Have you ever been called a chinger?
No. What is that's just because it's the beard, just the beard. That's my older brother. It happened when he was 25.
Yeah, we were in. My wife used to work at Renaissance fairs. And we would kind of go find Renaissance fairs and go visit them because we knew people. And we're walking through one in North Carolina, and this guy goes, "Hey, you ginger, come here." And I'm like, "Wait, what? What did you just call me?"
You're in the South, yeah. No shame to call another adult a name, right?
None at all. But yeah, you're right. It's being fair skinned. When you drink, people can tell you drink. When you're doing anything, people can.
Well, and I've already got them. My kids hear me say stuff all the time. I'm like, oh, wait, do not repeat that. The other day, the kids, my son, like I said, I didn't grow until a junior in high school. My son got that same kind of thing going on. He is strong as an ox. Thankfully, he's not big, heavy, and so strong, fast, incredible pitcher in baseball. He gets on the mound. Everybody's like, I'm going to hit a home run. And all of a sudden they're struck out. The dude's incredible. The best drummer. He can hear anything. I could put a song on him. Try Modest Mouse. Try this one. And he's like, done. Got it. Try this, try this. Can't stump him. He's incredible. But that dude, when you're shorter, other guys will try to pick on you in school. And so one day, there's this one kid and is on my team, and I coach him, but he also goes to school. the kids are asking me like, that guy, like he doesn't care if he gets in trouble, Dad. I'm like, yeah, that's called the spirit of stupid. Like, like there's prisons full of them because they don't care about getting in trouble. They're not afraid to get in trouble. Like they don't care. I was like, that's it. And so the kids like picking him up at school. And my son's like, you jerk, you got the spirit of stupid on you. And so like the school calls me like, yeah, Luke told a kid he had the spirit of stupid. And I was like, yeah, he heard that one from me. That's on me, y'all. But I believe it. And they're going, yeah, but you're not wrong. But he can't say that. I'm like, well, can he come home and hang out? And they're like, no, he's not getting suspended. I'm like, oh, I'm waiting for the day. I'm like, dude, if you defend yourself, come on home, dude. We'll hang out. We'll celebrate. If you're defending yourself.
It's like, yeah, that if I can justify it, we're cool with it. It's perfect.
Yeah.
I try to explain that to my son all the time because my son is so soft-hearted. Like we were driving in the car my dad passed away when I was 28. My dad had a lot of health issues. We had our first daughter when passed away like 12 days before her first birthday, 13. So they never got, like, we're driving, my son and I are driving, we're going to the golf simulator and I'm talking to him and he asked me a question. I don't remember what the question was, but it was like, try to explain what's going on. And I'm like, yeah. Or it was like one of those moment things. Like, could you go back into the moment, yada, yada. And I went, my dad being dead has happened. I wouldn't change it for a moment because it's made me who I am. And as we're talking to it, like he started crying. He's like, but it's my grandpa. It's my yada, yada, yada. And like, he's going through all this stuff. And then it's like when you get into these school moments and it's like someone says something and he's just trying to defend it. You're like, let's go get ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. It's having a son special like that and being able to talk through that stuff. That means it shows you like the quantity of time with kids too is really important because that's when they're going to let you know what they heard at school or whatever it is, or what's really bothering them. All right, so like not trying to like make light of it, but like one day you reconcile with your dad in heaven and he's like, "Hey, what'd I miss?" You ever think about that? Like, Dad, you're not gonna believe this.
Yeah, man, that's such a good question. Oh, that's such a good question. No, my dad taught me so well to live today for today.
Yeah.
And as long as I kind of keep my faith and know what I'm going, like, yeah, eventually I get to meet up with my dad again. I'm excited for that moment, I'm excited to tell him what he missed than to ever think about it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's cool.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking. I've been starting like. Yeah, go ahead,
One
Chris.
of my favorite songs. That
Everybody, shut up! Chris is talking.
Yeah, right. I know. My connection's lagging, so I don't know if everybody's hearing me all right. But your guys' song "Roses" kind of reminded me of that. Just appreciating that who you have in your life now. We lost a grandma and a sister-in-law in the past year or two, so that really resonated with me. And Joel talking about his dad there kind of brought to the Roses song. Real quick, I just kind of random but kind of tied in, and you guys are talking a lot, so I just wanted to jump in while I could. Where was the inspiration from that on that song? I know you guys talked about your other favorite one.
Yeah, so that was after I had a neighbor. Hold on, I'm gonna look up this guy's name because it's not a slip in my mind. Let's see. What's the guy's name? Most winningest basketball. He had how many championships did he have? Let's see. Hold on one second. You can edit this part out, Chris.
Oh, Mango
Mango's
does the
job.
editing.
I don't know.
John. Okay. There we go. All right, Mango. John. So my neighbor Sarah got diagnosed with cancer a couple of years ago. Her and her husband are chiropractors, like great people, like super just sweet, funny, loving people. She got in remission. Cancer came back. We watched her starve to death because she had stomach cancer. She couldn't keep any food down. She literally was like 5'11", skinny as can be, except for this mass in her stomach where the cancer was. And we watched her starve to death. And like she came over one day. She's like, "Josh, I saw your name in my dream on a banister in the house or a joist or something." And I feel like I'm supposed to come over for prayer. I was like, dude, get here as soon as you can. Do I need to come pick you up? She came over, drove over, and she's just so hungry and just so tired. And she's like, I just need prayer. I feel like I'm the worst mom in the world. And I was like, Sarah, you're the greatest mom. I've seen you with your children. She's like, I'm just so tired. I can't play with them. And she just started crying. And so we just sat and we just prayed together. And I was like, Sarah, you're incredible. And God loves you so much. Let me tell you what God thinks about you, Sarah. And just began to pray over and speak the word of God over her, which is, everything the Bible says about us. You ever want to know about yourself, just look in that thing. Don't look in the mirror, look in that thing, because he wrote you a love letter to tell you everything he ever thought about you, and he thought you were to die for. And it's incredible. He's amazing. He's irresistible. If you read it, you're going to fall in love. If you don't want to fall in love, don't read it. He's irresistible. He's incredible. And so I'm telling her everything, and like 2 days later she dies, and I'm just devastated because she had 2 kids that she left behind that are 3 and 5 years old, and her husband's now got to figure out what he's going to do for the rest of his life. And so I'm like upset about that. Start working on this song with Sean, and we're like, dude, we're like, I don't want to hold. My wife told me she didn't know how she felt about me. And then I don't want her to die and like her never to know exactly how I feel about her. I'm not going to hold my roses until the funeral. Like, I got to give them to her now. And so I began to make myself say out loud. Like, we think things about our wife all the time, but somehow it just doesn't come out. Yeah. So I was like, I'm going to say twice as much as I think I should how I feel about my wife. I'm going to make sure my kids are like just all the time like, Dad, you're obsessed with Mom. I'm like, I'm going to make sure they know I'm obsessed with their mom. I'm obsessed with God. I'm obsessed with their mom. And if I'm obsessed with God, number one, Psalm 27 says like, that God wants to be everything. And when he is everything, all you want to do is just seek his face and dwell in his presence. When that is the reality for you, everything else in life gets to be a garnish. It gets to be a cherry on top. It gets to be the cilantro, whatever it is for you. Food again. I don't know. What is wrong with me?
You like food.
So much. Yeah. I love it so much.
So related.
So I know it is. And so I was like, it gets to be the garnish. And so like, even if my marriage is not at the greatest place it's ever been, when it's great, it's a garnish. When it's not great though, I'm so obsessed with God that it's just like, he's everything I've ever needed. He wants to fulfill every need. But I'm like, I got to say the things. Like she's my booger head. And she needs to know that like God entrusted me with her. He didn't entrust anybody else. It's not their job to tell her how special and incredible she is. And she was wired to need to hear it. And the only person she's ever going to hear it from is me. And it better be me. And if it's not me, you better believe somebody else is going to try to take my lines, which may be another song coming out eventually called My Lines. Yeah. But like no other man, no other woman's going to cut in the middle of this dance. But if I'm not saying my lines, Satan is tricky. He's been around for a long time. He knows how to throw another guy into the mix or something, or ChatGPT, to like grim your wife to say like she's hearing all the things that she needs to hear from you from somebody else.
You're gonna have to switch to like Perplexity or something else. You're gonna have to
Gemini.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Yeah. I know. Grok. Yeah, something.
Oh wait, and, Chris is in love with Elon. What's Elon's AI? What's
Grok.
Grok.
It's Grok.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah. There's Claude if you want another one.
So yeah. And then talking about success, like, I told you, like, going back to my faith, I don't feel the need to be heard or discovered or anything because I've already been heard and discovered. God knew about me before I was even in my mother's womb. He knows everything about me. He sees me. He loves me. He tells me how much he loves me. I don't need the world to hear my voice or hear my songs and think they're the greatest thing in the world. I have no desire that needs to be fulfilled in my life because it's already been fulfilled. And so therefore, like, I don't have to go strive to try to be the world's success, the world's version of success. So John Wooden, one of the most winningest basketball coaches of all time, like before they had like the portal or, all these different things, like he won more titles than anybody back to back. Like there was no other success. It'll never happen again because of like the way the sports are set up. He finished coaching, had an incredibly successful career, and then the 80s, his wife dies tragically, and then lives out the rest of his life. He's the speaker you want at every conference, He's got so much money because he sold so many books. Everybody wants to know, what was your secret sauce? Like, so he reached the pinnacle of like everything: money, success, fame. Like, everybody loved him. He was great to be around. And an ESPN reporter was like, dude, I think this guy's like, we got like a couple of years left with him. He was like in his 90s. It's like, and I needed one more interview with John Wooden. And John Wooden in this interview said, listen, I know you're here to ask me about my career and everything and basketball and the success. He said, you know what? Looking back, I would give up every trophy, every dollar, every moment in the spotlight, everything if I could have one more day with my wife here on earth. He said, I'll see her again, but I would give up everything for one more day.
Sure.
That stuck with me. I want to be successful just because I got that drive in me, you're right? Whether it's business or anything. But am I willing to sacrifice my marriage so that like I can reach that level of success of what the world says is successful? Like, so Roses was like, no, Josh, like, you wrote this when you were like the most sober-minded you've ever been about your marriage, how you feel about your wife, all these different things. When you're in your emotions, which I've tried to teach the kids too, of like, if somebody could say something to you and it makes you so stinking angry that you feel like you need validity from everybody else in your phone book, and you need, to go like figure out how to get all this anger out, but like they were able to trigger you to be so angry, they control your emotions more than you do. And so when my wife says something to me and I'm just like, that woman, oh my gosh. And like, I want to call my mom and like, make her like not like my wife or whatever. And like, Mom, did you hear what she said?
Yeah.
I put on Roses.
Nice.
And I put on I Still Do. I put on all these songs I wrote when I was in my 20s about how I felt about her. And then I'm like, all right, I call her up. Melissa, I'm sorry. I love you. You're right. Or even not even you're right, but just, I love you. This is silly. I see where like I can improve, or I can see your perspective on this. I just love you so much. Or just go tell her to her face or whatever. These songs were writing for that
Nice.
reason.
I could definitely feel some weight in that.
Go ahead, Chris. Yeah.
Oh, that was it. Just, I listened to it. I definitely felt that weight in it. And
Okay.
we got a little bit of a
I
delay.
always try to. I know. My video kind of. Yeah. I don't know. This platform. We're trying to figure it out. I always try to explain to my wife and kids how much I hate success and money, because it ruins the genuine factor of literally everything. Like when you try to appreciate what's going on, or like everybody tries to put a value on it, and like I want to have the financial backing for literally everything. I want to be able to do that, but I also literally hate the fact that that's what we are striving for. It's horrible. It just makes every situation so complicated. And then, when you get in the religious fact of it, you're not striving to try to be financially set, but you're trying to live your life so that you can follow exactly how you're supposed to live. It just makes it so hard to just guide yourself through it.
Yeah. And that's true. The love of money is like the root of a lot of evil. It's not money's not the bad thing. It's the love of money. And what I realized is like how I get to work and have so much flexibility in my life now was, and it was one of those things. We were growing up together. My wife had to teach me this. She's like, all right, we got a tithe. I was like, baby, we barely have any money. And like, I wasn't a tither before we got married. And like, she was watching me grow up. She's like, we got a tithe. I was like, okay, well, how are we going to pay for this and this and this and this? She said, well, Josh, like, and I'm not stupid. Like, I know a lot of the Bible, and I'm like prideful enough to like try to read up on it real quick, right? Like to like, catch up to where my wife's at, or, anybody else. I played football at a Baptist college. I'm a little bit more charismatic now, but I had to learn some stuff there. You want to stick out there, and look stupid. Like, hey, you pray for us. I'm like, what? This is gonna be something. I like trying to like think of everything everybody else said. Like, I'm like something comes like Father Gird, not Gird, God. Yes, bless this food. We're not even eating. I'm like, God. All right. But what she explained to me is like the only thing in the Bible that God ever asked us to test Him on was tithing, was that 10%, just giving. Tithing meant first fruits. So before you even grab for yourself, before you even harvest anything to sell and like pay for everything, because that was how they like were making money. And it was like, it was a tithe was like, everybody understood because everybody got farming. Like they were doing it to live. It meant first fruits, and it meant like before you're going to pay for everything else, like give your best to God. Before, like, don't sell the best and give the rest to God. Like, give the best, give the first. But the Bible says that your storehouse will always be full. And God said, test me on it. So I'm like, all right, here we go. Auto draft. You know, back now I can't auto draft as much because like it's, you know, I may make this much this month and this much this month and all that kind of stuff. But I've never missed a tithe since when I saw God show up, and like we've never been without ever. And like the more we can't even outgive God, the more somehow we give, it was like God's like, oh yeah, I'll give you back like tenfold that. And I'm like, man, I just can't outgive God. It's just so crazy. And I keep testing it. And it's like the more I'm generous, the more he's like, I'm gonna do you. I got you. You know, he's funny. He's got a great sense of humor, and he's working with like all of my inefficient, you know, ways and all this different stuff. And he never ceases to amaze me on that. But it's hard though. It's hard to let go of that, what you've worked so hard for. But like I've tested it, and we've never been without, and I feel like I'm living my best life because of that.
It's great. There's a little behind the scenes for us. When you first messaged us, it was funny. I was talking to the guys, and we were listening to your music, and Joel immediately was like, "You sure he wants to come on? He listened to like any of our stuff because he's a little religious." I said, "Well, it's on him to listen before he comes on." So
yeah.
So it's not.
Let's come in, find out.
It's not that. I don't know how to put it. Like, I know me personally. I am a God-fearing man. I understand God is real, and I know that my life works that way. But I am also a human being and oh my God, I love living so much. I tell my kids ask me how this works and all the time, and I'm like, to be honest, I want to go to heaven, but I want to live for 1,000 years. I love life.
Yeah.
I love being here. I love the whole situation of it. So I hope that I can go up there and have a conversation with God like, hey, listen, I would love to be a human being for a little bit longer just because it's awesome. But then I'm so flawed. I mean, I love bourbon. I don't drink it to get drunk. I like cigars sometimes.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So it's like fighting
What Joel's
with...
saying is he sins a lot. A
Hey,
lot.
Listen,
That's what Paul said. Paul said, remind yourself, you're chief of sinners.
I am. I'm
He's got that part
100%.
down.
Yeah, I do. I'm not going to sit here and say that I don't. I want to be the perfect human being to prove that God that I can, but man, all the things that have happened in life is enjoyable. So it's hard to sit here and say that I'm not going to enjoy it. But when I started listening to your music and seeing who you guys were, I admired how much the faith and everything, and I'm like, God, I hope he's listened to a couple episodes because
Yeah.
we kind of don't hold back too much.
Yeah. No, Sean and I are both that way, you know. Now my wife, I wouldn't have her attend, you know, like I try to protect her as much as possible. She is the most pure, incredible, loving, wonderful, you know, woman in the world, and I try to protect, you know, how she sees me.
I married that woman. You're wrong.
There you go.
No.
Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. No, she told me, I said something earlier to her. She goes, oh, stop. And I was like, listen, we know I'm on the spectrum, right? If you tell me to stop, like, I'll stop, you know, like, you know, I don't get social cues like that. You know, she's like, if you keep saying you're on the spectrum, you might actually be one day. And I'm like,
my wife goes, are you sure you're not autistic? And I go, hell, I don't know, but let's just stick with it. Whatever.
I have explained to all my friends how they are all on the spectrum.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, like we're all having hibachi one night, and I said, listen, I need to tell you guys all something. Like, number one, like none of you have a dad, and so like we all have that in common, you know. But number two, you're all on the spectrum, and you're all autistic, and I just want to. I invited you over. I was messing with them, and I was like, I've invited you over tonight, like tell you you're all on the spectrum, and that's what we have in common, and I love it. And they're like, what are you talking about? was like, Travis, you're an engineer. You explain to everyone how something is engineered, or you reverse engineer everything, and you won't shut up about it. You're on the spectrum so hard, dude. Mason, you're an incredible chef, and you never took a painting lesson, but like, dude, you do the most incredible landscapes in the world, dude. Like, you are so hard on the spectrum, it's not even funny. We can't even finish a conversation. And I just went around, Sean, you're the greatest musician I've ever met in my life. It's like if we did a Full House reel of like everybody in the band and what they do, it was like Sean's every character. Everywhere you look, it's still Sean the whole time. Who tracks bass? Sean. Who tracks guitar? Sean. Who tracks this? Sean. Who produces? Sean. You know, and I was like, dude, you play every instrument. I give you a new instrument. You learn a song in a week. We have banjo. You're on the spectrum. Like, that's not normal. I went to everybody, and then I got to Diego, and he's from Colombia, and he's just hilarious to have around. Awesome guy. And I was like, I just can't say anything to you. I don't know. I don't even understand what you say half the time, so I don't even know if you're on the spectrum. But I love you, and I'm so glad you're here. I think the fact that you hang out with us is you're on the spectrum.
That makes you on the spectrum, yeah.
Yes, and so I just, I do not take myself super seriously, and I'm not super religious. Like, there's no like, I'm going to hell if I do X, Y, and Z. I'm not a good Christian if I fail in this way. I'm not this. I've read enough of the Bible to realize, like, God didn't choose all the perfect people to put in the Bible. He literally said, these are my people, and they are like the biggest misfits in the freaking world. Like, they're the biggest idiots in the world, but he did that on purpose to be like, I am a good God, and I love you so much. Here are all the biggest idiots I could find and use. And he did it, and it's incredible.
Joel's a book in the Bible. I just want you to know Joel is
Yes. Yeah. Crazy one, too. And it's prophet, like, and it's just like, I'm friends with everybody, love everybody, go into all the places, and I just think God is for everyone. And he said in John 10:10, I came so that you would have, the thief comes to steal and kill and destroy, but I have come so that you have life and life to the fullest. He literally wanted you to enjoy life. Like, when I was on the boat today and I was like praying for lunch, I'm like, God, thank you for this creation. This world, if you've ever been in it, like, that was a gift to you. Like, go climb a mountain, go look at the ocean, whatever. That was for you from him to enjoy to the fullest. Like, he wants you to experience life. Drinking, subs, not a problem at all. It just
are a gift from God.
Pub subs are a gift. That's the best sub there is. But like, sex is the greatest thing. If you're a kid, you got to edit that. I don't care. It's the greatest thing. It was meant to be enjoyed. There's a whole book in the Bible about sex and about a couple, but also there was like a third person in the Song of Solomon. It was like the daughters of Israel. They were the cheerleaders to get them back together so they could have more sex.
Hell yeah.
It was like, you need friends in your life that encourage you.
I think that's the other misconstrued situation of everything, is because, like, my wife and I couldn't enjoy anybody more than my wife. So it's like, you have that relationship. There's nothing wrong or against anything. It's just, you were put together to have that relationship. It's amazing.
But you'd like to have some cheerleaders there.
Well, no, I don't. I'm
Gun shy.
I really like the private
just to cheer
time
you
with
on,
my
you know?
wife. I guess that could be.
I don't know. But are you guys at the
You're
part
doing
of
that right?
Yeah. Well, you guys ought to understand, at some point, though, like, kids are great locksmiths. Like, there's no privacy anymore.
Oh, my God.
Like, dude,
No.
I don't know if you guys have had the opportunity. Like, they don't care if you're pooping. They don't care,
Nothing.
like, what you're doing. They're like, here I am.
Go listen to one of our episodes. Chris explains how much privacy he has with his son in pooping.
Oh my God.
It happens.
Every time he comes in, I want to play in the sink, or I just want to hang in here and talk to you, and I'm like, whatever, dude. Like, if you can get past the smell, then it's all
No
fair game.
privacy.
Yeah, it's
at
idea.
all.
No, you're like doing the video game, like, and they're just like, that stinks. I'm like, yes, it's what it's supposed to do. Like, get out.
You could always
You're not
leave.
supposed to be in here.
Yeah. Chris, do you have earrings, or is that like, what's hanging from
know
the
what that
headphones
is.
here?
Oh, it's probably just
What are
it's just
those?
fabric.
Oh, okay. Your headphones are dying. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
You. I'm like trying to figure out the whole time, like, what's Chris got going on here, dude?
I used to have longer hair, so
You got like
would
a
normally be a curl
okay.
here, but I've,
Bet you had like a Brandon
Chris?
Lake earring or something.
nah.
Chris is the most hippie, non-hippie anymore person that you've ever met in your life. He wants to have long hair, but because he's a pilot, he can't have long hair. And like
Yeah.
he could pierce his ear. Did you ever?
It is
Did you
pierced,
have?
yeah.
You can't say that. You can't say his profession. He could get canceled.
We're in the process. We're in the process.
We're
of
gonna
changing
take the
that,
risk.
so I'm
We're gonna
hoping to
be
the
that
first
different
pilot with the ponytail.
podcast that just takes the risk at it.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so you're a pilot. I want to know more about this. Okay, we have a pilot. We have the contractor, right? And
Yeah.
and then Mango. What is the Three Musketeers?
I drive a big rig and then I flip houses.
Well, that's awesome. Okay, so are you gone? Are you gone? How long? Like when you're driving?
Actually, when I drive, I only drive 50 miles one way and then back for
Are you-
like, it's actually
Honda.
for Honda.
Hyundai or Honda? Honda. Okay,
So I only work like 6 hours a day there
that's awesome. And then flip houses
and then flip houses. Yeah.
because you're big. Like you flip. Just
Just a
throw them
warm-up.
up.
Just a warm.
How tall are you though? You look like you might be tall.
He's
Nah,
not.
I'm only
It's
5'10".
So
You
funny.
5'10".
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not tall at all.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I was like, yeah, I would hate to see him somewhere, with the beard and everything. He got it. He like positioned his camera a certain way, like he's figured it
Plus-
out.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, Mango is the softest dude in this pot. Like he is a good time. Doesn't get into. I don't think I've ever seen you in a fight, or I've seen you in arguments, but it's like defending.
He's
It's
still
not
still
really,
laughing and giggling.
Like, oh yeah,
even pissed off.
Yeah.
I don't get mad that I don't really
Yeah.
get mad.
yeah. Mango does
Actually,
not get mad.
I'm
at
fortunate
all.
enough. I actually get to stay down in Charleston. Ebbs and flows per the month, but 3 or 4 times on a good month. Then it's kind of been slow lately, but the season's picking back up. So
Yeah,
I was hoping you guys.
dude, hit me up, man. We'll go out on the boat.
Is this
That'd be-
is this
I'd
when
love
you're
to check
working?
that out. Yeah, the few times that I do decide
Yeah.
to work, they get mad at me. I
So-
get like
so
up to
what you're
18
saying
days
is-
off a month.
So what you're
Oh, my
saying
gosh.
is you'd love to fly somewhere and have your per diem extra days off and just go hang out with Josh on a boat and act like you still work. It sounds terrible.
Hell yeah,
Love it.
I'd be working for the podcast.
So it's
do
so you're
some live
commercial.
updates. Yeah, yep.
I love it.
Yeah,
Awesome.
fly about
Don't
76
say you're
people in
gonna
the back.
do live updates.
Hey, listen, hold up here. You guys, I think can't you get like the comp tickets or like crazy price tickets for your boys over here, and y'all can just come down together.
Dude, they did away
Used
with
to.
it, but yeah, everybody was like trying to sell them.
Yeah,
They were
it's
like getting
gotten
greedy,
kinda-
the love of money, man. They were getting greedy, and they tried to sell them. Like, all right, we're not doing that anymore. But they can ride in the cargo
Wow.
van.
Yeah. My wife's boss, they have a house down in Charleston. They're always like, you can use it. It's on some island. I don't know what the island is.
Sullivan's
But,
Keel, Isle of
Foley,
Palms, James Island,
James,
It's a
Folly.
dead
Folly
end.
Island.
Folly Beach.
Folly Beach. That's right.
But they're always like, you can go down and use it whenever you want. And I was like, I just want to go down there to run into Bill Murray. That's it.
Well,
You
all
can.
we
You
do.
go to River Dogs game. He's the same up close as he is far away, which is
I have
pretty
it like
cool.
planned out in my head. I'm going to go there. I'm going to wear my chive shirt with his picture on it. I'm just
Yeah.
going
Oh my
to point
God,
at him,
Chive.
point at me, and then just hope he comes talks to me.
Yeah.
Is the
No, he's
is the chive still? Do they have any like? Is there anything with the chive at all?
here.
No, I mean like Josh. Do you know what the chive is?
I'm like racking my brain. I'm like a movie guy, and I'm like, hold on, what do I
No.
not know?
So it used to be this it was I don't know if it was ever
was
an
his
app.
nephew's.
Was it an app? It was not an app. It was
like
just
a
It was a
website.
charity site.
Yeah. And what they did was they were like the first random website that did like a bunch of galleries. It was
charities.
yeah, but they did charities, but their whole thing was they did like picture columns and gifs and all kinds of stuff and they used like a bunch of their stuff was they donated to charity. So it was awesome. And then they like one of their shirts says my charity organization has a drinking problem because they were just such a good time all the time.
Yeah.
And Bill Murray was a big part of it. There was a bunch of
It was his
people that
nephew
were-
that started it.
Oh, is it? I didn't know it was his nephew.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
where he comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it
Well,
yeah.
Never
so
heard
it
of
was
it.
like it grew quick and fast, and I can't. It was an app there for a while, and I don't know if it like maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's kind of leveled out.
Yeah, it had this huge following. It had everything. Bill Murray was a part of it. They did giveaways on their big golf outing that they do. It was a huge website there for a while, and then it just kind of fizzled out, as
They
most
give out
things.
like tokens. So if you see somebody, you could rack them, buy them a beer, give them the token, be like, "Hey man,
Yeah.
you look good." The tokens would say stuff, and then they would pass it on to the next person they see.
That's cool.
It was like a good little community that
Yeah.
you could go anywhere in any state or around the world, and you could wear a Chive shirt, and people would point you out, be like,
Oh yeah.
Y'all, I
"Hey,
think
come
this.
hang out."
I think this only existed in Ohio. Like, I
No.
don't. I've
It
never
was,
heard.
It was. I think they moved to Austin, Texas, to be their headquarters. Yeah,
And that's when they
like,
failed.
Yeah.
But they started sending out these gold. They had gold tokens that if you ordered something, sometimes they would just throw it in on your order, and if you got one, you could use that gold token to go to their headquarters, and it would give you entry to the house. I have one. I should
Oh,
go
wow.
grab it.
Ooh.
But I ended up
That's gonna
getting
be a
one, and I'm
special
like,
update.
Mango, we need to go to Austin. Yeah, right. Like we need to
Yeah.
go to Austin and see if we can actually use this. But
Yeah.
Bill
still
Murray
redeem
was a
it.
huge part of it. He loved it.
Wow. Yeah. I wonder why. Oh, yeah, we have to check on how that's doing.
I
Grok,
think
can
if-
you check in on Chive? Have you not integrated Grok yet? What, like,
You,
figure it out,
you
like,
just,
get 'em-
you
I'm
just
sure
made
Chris
Chris's
does.
day. You just made Chris's day using Grok.
Oh yeah.
Listen,
love it.
Josh, Chris has an obsession with Elon and Tesla and Grok, and so if you need to talk to him,
SpaceX.
now's
I
your
got more
chance.
conspiracies now. No, like, can we do some conspiracies about that too? Like, Trump and Elon did not have a falling out. That was like daytime drama television,
Yep.
right? It was set up. It was to that when the robots were becoming introduced, it was like they didn't collaborate on that. It was like it's going to happen. But if they were still best friends when it happened, it would be like they planned this. That's why
Yeah.
they did X, Y, Z. So like, yeah, it's not out there on the internet. That's my conspiracy.
They had that little bromance get together at like the Super Bowl or something. Maybe not the Super Bowl, but there was some like
Yeah.
big game and
Yeah.
they reconciled.
They're still tight.
The black eye
Yeah.
looked real that he had. I forget who he got that from. Stephen Miller, I think, is the rumor. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think he was just, I think he got sucked up into some Trump shit there that he didn't even realize he was in.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, he got some spectrum temper going on too, probably.
yeah.
Like,
Dude, I lost. Like,
you know, that's real.
I took a hit on the friends and family because I refused to like denounce him when he kind of joined the Trump team, and I'm like, look, you don't have to agree with everything everybody does in life.
Yeah.
Like,
Well-
he has his own free will, I have mine, but like, dude's a genius still. Like, whether or not his political alignment
Yeah.
is fitting or whatever, like, I don't know. I never gave it much thought, honestly. I'm like, I'm friends with these yahoos and they got some crazy out there thoughts, and it's just like I just hold
Right.
them the same. But dude, you should check out
Yeah.
the Rock.
Can I tell you about?
if you're
Can
into
I tell you
that.
about Starlink though?
Yes, let's hear about it.
I think
Chris
if
would
you-
love to hear about it.
I think if you had Starlink, we wouldn't have this delay going on here.
I think so.
So,
too.
Yeah,
this
it's
is like
amazing a pilot has the worst connection. You think you could
yeah.
afford
We
a
actually
little
have-
bit better connection?
We have Starlink. We have Starlink in the airplanes, and it's amazing.
I'm sorry, Chris. We didn't hear what you
Is
said.
it really?
You
In
don't
your
have
planes,
Starlink.
in
Oh,
his
it was that
planes.
bad?
And it's plane.
Oh,
Dang, that's such a bummer. Like, it seems good on my end. I got kicked out earlier, but damn, way to
It'll
ruin it.
probably be fine on the Riverside like end recording, and we're all just gonna look like jerks. Like we're just like, you know.
it's
Bashing
fine.
Chris.
Everybody,
God,
every
Chris, you
message
should
I
be
get-
better.
We'll make
All right,
it
I have two
conspiracy.
ideas. I have two ideas. I think we could partner up on something else here for a minute. Okay, so I'll tell you a story real quick. I've been just dying to tell this on a podcast. It's just never like a good like segue.
Perfect.
Nobody's ever
Let it go.
Yeah,
Go.
you are.
Yeah,
No, you
go
guys are a
for it.
safe place, and I feel like this is it, and you guys will appreciate this. Okay, so like Sean and I work together on everything. Like, so every morning we're at the gym together playing soccer and lifting weights. He's strong as an ox. I'm played college football. I still could bench press the world and all that
And your
kind of stuff.
forearms are great from hibachi. We get it. Go.
That's it. That's it. So every morning, we're there working out in the gym. We're talking about what we got to do later, for all of our different clients, all that kind of stuff, that we part ways, all that kind of stuff. And then every once in a while, we get invited to like a client's Christmas party or whatever it may be. So we get invited to this Top Golf Christmas party, which when you get invited to a Top Golf Christmas party to play Top Golf for free plus have Top Golf buffet. Like, Top Golf food is good. Here I gotta come back to food again. God, Josh. All right. So we're at a Top Golf Christmas party. It's an ugly sweater party, okay? Sean put something on his or they gave us glasses to wear, just different stuff. I think he wore a red sweater and put a Christmas scarf on because he didn't have a Christmas sweater. I was wearing something else, and we show up together, right? And, you know, when you work with somebody, like, they'll introduce you, like, this is Josh and his partner, Sean. It's like they're like business partners, but I've always hated hearing it. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm married. And they're like, what? I'm like, anyways. So, like, we get introduced, and, like, we're talking to people. I keep getting introduced as, like, this is Josh's partner, Sean. Like, we work together. Like, that's how they're introducing us because, like, we work for this person. Finally, like, we're sitting together, and, like, the owner of the company comes over and is like, you know, talking, blah, 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 introducing us to somebody else. And they're like, so, like, how long have y'all been together? And then I just died inside. Like, all of me just died. And I was like, well, and then I don't know, like, how do you respond to that? I was like, I have 5 children, and we're married to different people. You know, it just ruined the night for me. And so Sean and I have been mistakenly partners. And it just, to this day, it still is hilarious. And we told our wives, we made the mistake of telling our wives, and they make fun of us for it.
It's hilarious.
If it was me, I would have probably grabbed his hand and said, for a while.
Yeah, well, 100%. You got to jump into it. Because
I didn't lean into it at all.
So I grew up with a best friend from junior high all the way until out of high school. He went into the military, come back. And my parents were always like, what are you and Brian? And I'm like, what do you mean, what are me and Brian? Like, we just...
You got to understand, boomers didn't hang out. Like, they were...
yeah. Like,
if you had a friend, you were gay if you're a boomer. Yeah.
Right. So when we were 19 going into 20, we got offered a job to go to Florida to convert. In Florida, the pharmacies were Eckerd's, and CVS bought them, and they wanted to convert all of them to CVS's. So we were working for the same construction company, and they were like, you guys want to go as subcontractors? We'll put you up in hotels, you yada, yada, yada. I mean, they sold us the dream, right? So we went down together to work as, you know, partners as working in construction. We go to this restaurant one time, and the supervisor that we're working with, he's like, hey, we're going to meet you at the restaurant, yada, yada, yada. We're like, okay. So we go into the restaurant. We sit side by side in the booth. Right. And the waitress comes in and she's like, is it just you two? Are you guys together? And we're like, I told you, you should have sat on the other side. What are you doing? I'm tired of this. I'm tired of people thinking that we're together. We are not together. We just hang out. It doesn't work that way. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's ridiculous about how many times you get mistaken of who you're hanging out with. And they're like, you're together. Like, no, we're not. No, we're not together. That's not how this works.
Yeah. So it happened to me again. I was working at this one company, and you have to pick a conference every year, take your team to a conference. Okay. So I had like 2 people couldn't go to this one conference, so they were going to go to another conference. So it was me and this one guy, and it's in Philadelphia. So I'm like, okay, I got to book us a hotel. So I booked the hotel. We're good stewards of the company's money. We're going to just do 2 queen beds, you know, whatever it may be. Well, if you zoom in on a map of Philadelphia, it's literally designated as a gayborhood, and did not know this. And like, I book it in the heart of the gayborhood, and a friend of mine took his wife's suitcase, and it's pink, and the guy that's working for me, and the streets are painted. Everything is hilarious because it is like every restaurant right there. It was not a Domino's. It was like a play on words. It was hilarious, but it was like, you got all the looks. And it was like, and then I was like, okay, we got to go to dinner. We found a restaurant down the street, and it was like the most intimate Italian restaurant ever. The tiniest table, you sit and the waiter's like, hey, you know, how are you? And it was just like, what are y'all celebrating? And it was hilarious, and
No.
we ate it. We leaned into it. And I was like, stop. And it was, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, just
That's hilarious.
you know, I do lean into it. So here's what I'm thinking. You need to have like a series of episodes. I don't think it can go on forever, because eventually somebody's going to like look up your podcast before coming on to it. You know, people they will watch you before they come on. But if I could say, hey, Sean, these guys really wanted to have you on the podcast. And then if you could explain to people, prank calls are the greatest thing. Like that when that part left radio and cassettes, we used to grow up with like Roy D. Mercer and all these different people that would prank call people. Listen, I'm going to come down there and I'm going to open up a can of whoop ass on you. And, you know, like we don't have that anymore that much, right? So like feel like you guys need to like have friends that they can suggest, hey, you need to be on this podcast. They talk about being a parent, being a dad, blah, 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 right? They listen to a couple episodes like these guys are pretty cool. But like you need to have some ammunition of like things you know about them that you shouldn't know, and like ways to set them up to be the most uncomfortable they've ever felt in their entire lives. And I feel like it can happen. I feel like it needs to happen to some people. It would be the most enjoyable thing I would ever be able to watch or listen to, see somebody feel. I get secondhand embarrassment for people, but I've actually learned to enjoy it now. So I'm like, when I'm getting embarrassed for somebody, I'm like, this is great, like, you know, and I'm feeling all the things for them. So I feel like we could set that up to where you guys could really just make Sean feel so incredibly uncomfortable.
I mean, you guys are already a couple, so we might as well just make Sean
You might as well do it.
uncomfortable as possible.
As possible. But I feel like that needs to happen. This would be the perfect scenario. You guys would own it, and it would be incredible.
How did you might have said this, but did you and Sean come up with the band idea, or like where did the start of it come from?
So I was in college and I was playing football, but I just loved playing music so much in my dorm room and all this different stuff. And I met Sean through some mutual friends. I think we met playing like Ultimate Frisbee or something. And like, hey, dude, you need to hear Sean play guitar. He's amazing. And then another person said, dude, you need to hear Sean play guitar. He's amazing. And then another person said it. And like, then the word around town was like, Sean's incredible. And I'm like, man, I want to have a rock and roll band. Like, I want to play music so bad, right? Like in high school, you know, I played around with some different guys in the garage, and you know, it was fun. But I was like, if I want to put together the best band, like I got to have the best people. Like, and he's really good. So we became friends. I was like, hey, you want to just go jam? You know, write a song. You know, it was awkward. You know, it's like, hey, you want to jam? You know, like you know, trying to show up, you know, with where there's a guitar in the room and like you can't help but like play it, you know, whatever. Yeah. Look at the song I've been working on, you know? But anyways, it worked out. We wrote a song together. Sean had a great idea, made the song even better. Then I started writing music, put a band together. I was like, man, I hope Sean can come play with us. Sean came and played with us. And he wasn't like, because he was majoring in math and jazz theory. Like, he hated music for a couple of years because jazz theory just like ruined everything. And like, he would perform for professors, and like it was the most anxious, nerve-wracking thing in the world. And then he had to learn to love and fall in love with music again. And so we played music and we had a great time. Then we got married, started having kids, and like it just, you can't have
you and Sean got married.
We got married. You know, he'll say on podcast, Sean will say on podcasts, like his parents are from Minnesota, you know, and so like his accent a little bit different. And it's just, he's the nicest guy in the world. And he's like, yeah, so like when Josh and I got back together, and I'm like, Sean, don't say it like that. Like,
ruin it. What are you doing?
Come on. And so like he says stuff all the time, like after the podcast or whatever, like, Sean, you can't say that. Like, you know, like,
yeah, listen.
He's like, yeah, Josh.
Sean's going to have to be a guest on here very soon with both of you.
He's got to be. He's got to be. And just tell him to bring his bourbon, and you know, it just, he's so much fun. He's awesome.
What was, you talked about that tab at the poorhouse.
Yeah.
Name. He had to rack up a little bit of it.
No, he didn't. And
do you guys shame him? Like,
no,
come on.
No. When we debrief after a show, and he's somewhat of a, like, I'm not a perfectionist, but like I know how I want it to go. He's more of a perfectionist. So he's critiquing everything he did wrong on accident or whatever, and like there's just, you could control yourself, but like you can't foresee everything that could go wrong. We know what a perfect show sounds like in our mind. he immediately goes to his truck and just goes and sits there and figures out the heck. Like, that was awesome. It was great. It was awesome. Everybody's like so happy. Like, we got the greatest fans. We got like, we got the biggest like real estate guy in all of Charleston. Like, he's on every billboard. He's like more famous than Bill Murray here, because all you see is his billboard everywhere. And he does really, really, really well. He's a big guy. His name's Jeff Cook. He's one of our biggest fans. He comes to shows. He's so supportive. He wears the T-shirts, like everything. We got fans. We got people we see all the time. We're like wearing a Gale Bird shirt, and we're like, have no idea who that is. Like, we have some incredible fans. People love the music. They love the performance. But he and I are like, we know what it could be. And if we had the reps and we were really playing all the time, like we know we could and kind of want to be, but also want to be loving and honoring to our families, we know how well it could be, but you can't get there without the reps. It's like playing sports. You got to have 1,000 reps of something to be good at it. Yeah. So he goes and he sits in the truck and he figures out what the heck we could do better, and then writes it all down so that we could debrief later and like improve on it. And so like he's more of the bonfire, sit back, chill out, have nowhere to go thing.
What does Sean do for a living? Is he
works with me?
Oh, okay.
So
he is
yes.
in your marketing stuff.
The marketing.
Did you miss the whole conversation we had this whole time?
No, I didn't miss it. I did. I'm trying to like. Well, first of all, when Josh came on, I was like, I had like 6 questions I wanted to ask, and then we just started talking about everything, and we've been going here and going there. I've been paying
to
attention.
Be fair, well, Chris has been talking a lot too, though. So like, it's not
Chris
just
won't
me.
Shut up. Chris won't shut up.
Shut up, Chris.
When my connection works.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
To be fair, anytime a guest comes on here,
I'm trying to hit him.
we don't talk about anything almost that they do at all.
Yeah.
I know.
We have this planned out, and then it's like,
no,
we get into it.
Shashawn had a 9-to-5, and he was working really hard. He was not making very much money at all. Like, he was actually being like taken advantage of because he's such a nice guy. Ooh. And it's like, hey, dude, since we're going to go play music, just quit your job, come work with me. We'll split everything down the middle. I'll make sure you can pay all your bills, all that kind of stuff. And it's motivating for me because I got to bring in more work. It was great. He's so teachable. I could show him anything and he would run with it. And it, like, he got up to speed so quick, and it was just all, and he loves it because it's all creative stuff, right? Marketing and sales is all creative. Operations, all this different stuff. And he's a sponge, and he just sits with me. He's like, got it. Like, he sounds like me now, and it's scary. But he's not extroverted as me. He's,
you guys are a couple, so.
It is. It's it. I'm rubbing off so much. And he came to work for me, and we did the marketing, and then we opened the jewelry business, and which I've been in jewelry, for a long time, and it's awesome, and I love that I have that skill in computer aided design, all that different stuff, and we do that. But like, I convinced him to quit his job, and he came to work with me.
Oh,
he
cool.
still produces music for other people too. So we have the label that we have, and then other artists on the label, he's their producer as well, because he's the best, dude. He literally can pull the best out of everybody, and the way he can explain things to people to get it out of them is like awesome. And then the fact that he gets stuff about music that sometimes I'm like, yeah. Yep. I have no idea what he's talking about, like, at all. And I'm just like, yep, dude, I knew you'd know. Like, that's awesome. That's kind of like, I was thinking that. It's kind of the same thing. Just like, I'm an idiot. Like, it's a Chris Farley, David Spade thing. Like, it's like, you can catch on after a while, but, the idiot and the friendship, and he's, not that I'm stupid. I've got like this, Chris Farley was the greatest salesperson ever, right? I'm the salesperson, but also
I don't know why.
Right. But I've got enough stupidity to know that, like, I will take risks. I'll figure it out.
Take a good
like,
look
I
at
know,
T-bone.
exactly. You just shove your head. House ass. It's it. I know every line. So I've got 2 older brothers too, and we literally watched every movie together. Like, we've seen all of life, all that different stuff, but we appreciate everything about our friendship. Convinced him to leave that. Now we get to write music, play music, go to the gym, make our own schedule. making other people money. They're happy. They're like all the different things, and it's just pretty awesome. And so it's just it's awesome. I'm glad we got back together, because everybody, I have a lot of friends, but it's like it's very rare that you get somebody that knows. And I think it was a really great timing in life too, like that we showed back up in this way to become such close friends, because it's been so extremely helpful in our marriages, to our wives and our families, and like careers and all these different things. And then like we've gotten to skip the line and everything. And it's pretty cool just to watch God move in our lives and different stuff, and be like, no, it's not just me telling a story. Like, he's been present for the entire thing. Like, he saw like all this stuff work out really well. Yeah. And he actually joined a new tax bracket as soon as he quit that other job, started working for me. Like, he made like 3 times the amount of money he was making. He's like, hey, you mean I got to pay more taxes? I'm like, yeah, that's part of it.
This time?
It's awesome that you found. I would give probably everything except my family to be musical. I love music. I try to play the guitar. I wish I had some sort of talent that I could do it.
Can I give you something?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's AI, great, also crazy, scary.
ChatGPT.
Not even it. No, not yet. So there's this thing called Suno.
Yeah.
There's a couple different music AI things, and it's scary because now people are trying to release music that's AI, but like,
yeah,
the industry's trying to figure out how to protect like the real artists so we don't lose them, right? If we lose real artists, like, that's the thing we've had throughout the ages, is like artists, it's just, and we don't appreciate them enough, and it's already hard, impossible to make money as a musician. Like, streams don't make money. Like, we've got 500,000 streams in a year and a half, and it doesn't produce. Like, it's crazy. You got to play every night to try to go make money. You used to make a good living playing clubs. You can't make a good living playing clubs anymore. Like, everything's so expensive in this country. Inflation has destroyed everything, And so, man, where was I going? What was I talking about?
You were telling me how
Suno.
Yeah.
Suno. Sorry. It's the remember that Blackstone, all the metal.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
All right. So
I didn't even know we were still doing a podcast. You're fine.
we are, dude. We hit the 2 hour, 7 minute, and 51-second mark here.
Oh,
We're marithoning at this point.
Yeah.
Chris is in so much trouble right now. Like, he's not even.
Yeah.
He's texting his wife right now. Sweetie, this guy won't shut up. It's not my fault. Like, I swear, I knew it was gonna be an hour.
I hear the baby crying.
Listen,
I'm so
it's all
sorry.
right, because it's not even you. Chris is gonna blame it on me. He's gonna go, Joel wouldn't shut up. He
wouldn't
just
believe
kept
it.
talking the
She
whole
hasn't
time.
listened yet.
So you're good, Josh. He's gonna blame me.
Yeah.
So just keep going.
Yeah.
Tell me how to play. I want to be a musician. Tell me how to play.
All right. And I do have that question. Do your wives listen to this podcast?
My wife said, I liked it, and I went, "That's great. Did you listen to any of them?" She goes, "No, I haven't listened."
No.
Yeah, she
No.
claims she's going
She's
to.
like, she'll read the synopsis.
Yeah.
So when I write it out, she's like, "That's wrong. You spelled that wrong.
Yeah.
Or you should have had an apostrophe there." I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah.
Thank
well,
you.
that's why God made men first, right?
Why is that?
Because if a woman was made first, she'd try to tell him how to do it better.
that's
Yeah.
right."
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah. I would say of all of the wives, Mango's wife is probably the most okay with recognizing that we've done a podcast. My wife, I tell my wife, I'm like, we have like all kinds of guests and we're like doing this, and she's like, so when are you going to be done?
Yep.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Mine's on
Yeah.
par with that.
Are you done playing over there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Suno. Okay, so at first I was like, I hate it. This is stupid. Like, why everybody's going to be a poser and try to make music? So, but then I was like, hey, Sean, you know how like we got these great ideas for songs and we record them on a voice memo and then we spend a day putting a demo together? What if we just use that demo, like a voice recording, voice memo, upload it to Suno, then make Suno turn it into a song, and then give that demo to the label, and we just saved a day, and we can just pump out 20 of those, right? It's like every song can't become a demo, and then like the label's like, I kind of hear what you're thinking, but like, and then you wasted a day because they didn't get the concept. Suno will give you the concept and some, and it's like, it's really crazy, it's incredible, but then I still hate it for all these other reasons until I had another friend, Jeremy, who wounded veteran, just awesome guy. God healed him out of a wheelchair. He got thrown off of a wing of a plane. He's like a fabricator, and he's on the wing of a plane, like fixing the wing, and the pilot didn't turn off the anti-missile flares or whatever all that is. He got severely burned and thrown off the plane because another plane was coming in. I think it came in too close. Everything went off. Threw him off he broke his back, hit the ground. It was like a C-17 or something, but he got severely injured, like really bad. And crazy dude. He's lived a life. He won't listen to this. He had nipple rings at one point in time. Like, dude, he's like third marriage. He's such, dude. The more I learn about him, I'm like, what have you not done? Like, you've lived enough life for everybody. And he's like, oh, I can show you how to do that. I did that back in blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what in the world? He's like the most interesting man in the world. Longest beard. He's just really awesome. And he's very humble, super dude. But he's got a lot going on in his brain, dude. Like PTSD. He's just got some stuff going on that haunts him, right? Crazy life he grew up with, raised by his grandparents, abandoned by his parents. It's just all this different stuff. Well, I told him about Suno, and then I was like, "This is kind of crazy. I don't know how I feel about it." He's like, he's very creative too. Well, he gets on there and he starts writing these songs and then uploading these lyrics in these songs and like putting the prompts into Suno, and he starts producing music with Suno that express exactly how he's feeling and how he's felt and what he thinks and all these different things, and it's great. But he's able to express himself finally. Like, he would have never told these things to his family or friends, but he's getting it out through music. And it's like, dude, I had no idea he felt that way or this way or whatever. And it's like healing for him, being able to put it into a song. And he's doing it just so it might hope in hopes that it helps another veteran or somebody understand what the heck he's going through in his mind and how he feels unappreciated or whatever at that time and all this different stuff and what his dogs mean to him. He's got the service dogs and all that stuff, and it's incredible. And then I saw another guy wrote a song on there, and everybody shares music on there. One guy wrote a song. His job is to like make sure that like all these places that water runs through to the dam and these different places. He walks like miles every day to make sure that our water doesn't get screwed up by like debris getting stuck in these areas and all this different stuff. All he does is walk for a living. He's unappreciated, all this different stuff. But then he wrote a song about how he walks miles for his family, and it's like the most unappreciated thing in the world. But then he goes and sits in his truck and he expresses himself through Suno. He's not a musician. He's not a songwriter. He's not anything. He just knows how he feels, and he's journaling it into this and saying, write lyrics and write a song. And then all of a sudden it pops out a song, and now his family knows what he does and how he does it and what his day looks like and how it makes him feel. And I'm like, this is awesome. If this is going to bring healing to the world and get men to express and write their wife a song, you know how many dudes are in there like, hey, baby, I'm trying to get lucky tonight. Here we go. But it means nothing to her because women are wired so differently that it's not even like you saying the right thing. It's like all the stars align because women are spaghetti. Everything touches. It's not that one thing that like does it for them. It's like everything does it, but nothing does it.
My mind's telling me no.
It's so crazy. Yeah. So it's going to bring a lot to the world. Artists are going to hate it regardless somehow, but then it's the industry's job to like protect artists, and we have different organizations like BMI and stuff that do it for artists. ASCAP is one of them. They have to protect the artist.
I think as you get into the world of technology with music, yes, you can use the AI assist, but you can also kind of get into it and make it your own. Like going, hey, listen, that doesn't make sense completely, so I'll change it a little bit. So
Correct.
you can still make it your own.
Correct. Well, right now it stinks at writing lyrics. It's terrible at writing lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are some that, like, if you kind of prompt them in a direction, you could make a really good, I don't know about a really good, but you can make like a decent song that you could like play that night. Because my cousin plays guitar, and I was telling him about how AI can write a song, and we were driving to a job site, and he typed in a few things, and it made a song, and he read it off, and I'm like, dude, that actually is not that bad. Like, yeah, you get those redundancies that it doesn't recognize or whatnot, so you have to kind of change it. But I mean,
it's a good way to prompt you. It's like an incredible prompt of like, oh, now it inspired me. And that's what songwriting is. When Sean and I sit together in the writing room, I can say something or an idea of something that prompts Sean to go, ooh, 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 ooh. And then all of a sudden he has this incredible line, but he never would have gotten to that line if I didn't give him the idea.
Sure.
Right? Or he would have said something, or we wrote something up on, I got a big dry erase board in here and everything. And it's prompting. So AI can be like the most incredible prompt. And then I use it with parenting too. I'm like, dude, I need some questions to like ask my kid tonight to have some like deeper conversation. Can you like give me some like really good questions?
Listen,
that a 10-year-old is going to understand?
We've been at this for 2 hours and 15 minutes. We don't have time to discuss how AI could help us with parenting.
I was on the boat all day. I'm going to work regardless anyways. My wife knows that she don't expect me back anytime soon. So, you know, but we can cut it off at any time. But
no.
It's been great.
Listen, as Chris knows, I could talk for hours. We can sit here.
Well, we're gonna do it in person when you guys fly down here, and we're going to
Chris
use
flies us
Mega.
down there.
Chris flies us down. Mango's got the house. Joel, you go. I don't know how you're contributing, but we'll figure it out. That's it.
I'll just fix something while we're there.
Yeah.
Good to go.
That's it. That's it. I love it.
We kind of cover all the bases when we get to it.
Yeah.
I think we are going to wrap this up, though, because I got to get up at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
I'm getting up at 2:30 tomorrow.
I got basketball at 5.
That's all I got to say about that.
We go. I'd like to do maybe just a couple rapid-fire questions, maybe 2 apiece. Since we didn't talk a whole lot, we rambled a lot, but just random stuff. But when did your band start? Like, what's the official start date when you guys came together and you were like, let's do this?
Give me 2 seconds. I'll tell you, like, when we released our first song as a band, the first EP, the first 4 songs came out before we signed the record contract. And that was 2024. Does it tell me what month? January 26, 2024, the first song came out. So it would have been 2023 when we got in the studio, like end of 2023. Yeah.
Cool. What was it like when the record company came to you and they were like, hey, let's do this? What was that feeling like? Like, who was the first one to know?
We were in a group text.
Okay.
And we were it was not even on the radar. Like, we were just enjoying being in the studio, and it was just, it was awesome. And we were happy as that was, but it was like, it was validation. Like, oh, like somebody's willing to put money behind this. Like, that's a big risk. Are you guys sure? You know, and they're, and it was like, it was really official. There's documentation, all this different stuff. And it was just like, it was a no-brainer. And we knew we could figure out how to make it work. And we were going to work really hard. And I think that's what they saw too. We worked really, really hard. And I think they saw that, and they knew that we were going to give it everything that we could possibly give it. And one day I was going to be on our Hey Dad podcast, and it was going to blow. That was going to blow up. That was the episode that made it blow up, and then that made the music blow up, and like that's the rest is history. But no, that was it.
I can't wait for the live event that you have, that we introduce you and we just hang out and party and go, this is where it started. This is where it started. Hey Dad introduces Gale Bird, and let's just have a good time tonight.
Yeah.
When we started this, it was just us just to get together because I was having my first kid, and it was just like kind of us just talking about my journey and all of our journeys, and then all of a sudden messages coming in of the first one we got was a lawyer, and I was like, this is fake. This is 100% fake.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, I'm a lawyer from LA, blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right, I know this is fake. And he comes on, I'm like, you're real. Like, this is a real thing.
Yeah.
And then we had the lady from Hennessy come on.
Wow.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
And
fun.
again, every time this happens, I'm like, this isn't real. This is a fake person.
It's
Yeah.
very fun. It's very fun to hit the things that we've hit in the infancy of what we're doing, because we have had people that are also on the same journey as us. Like, they're just trying to get their name out, and then they find
Right.
us and they're like, hey, let's do an episode. And we're like, we don't know how much this is going to help you, but yeah, we're in. Why not?
Yeah.
We like
And
then
What's
we
it, what's
learned-
it gonna hurt? Yeah.
Yeah. Then we realized, like, it's just fun for us because we get to talk to really cool people that normally we would just listen to on the radio or something. It's like,
Right.
we get to ask these guys questions and
Yeah.
hang
Well, you
out.
know the band Red Clay Strays? You've heard of them?
I actually just stumbled
I
upon
have
them
not.
not too long ago.
Okay, they just got Grammys. They're making $1 million a show. They're doing fantastic, right? It's like Southern rock, but they got put in country. They have some great music. They did not know that they were like right on the other side of extreme success. And they're like three of them were brothers. One of them took his own life because like he was just really depressed, and they were traveling a bunch. They had played at some very small venues, and then all of a sudden one day, they get one song, a recording of the song goes on social media, like them playing it live, and the dude looks like Elvis that like went full country, and he's very authentic and real. And then the song blows up, they blow up now, and then all of a sudden they went from like zero to hero. They're the biggest thing, making so much money, doing collaborations. But they just said it in their Grammy speech. We had no idea we were right on the other side of success, and they wish their brother was here to celebrate with them. But like,
be awesome.
you never know what's on the other side.
Yeah.
You never know like where you're on the other side of.
Right. The fun part with us is like, the thing we keep getting told is, so a lot of people who come on here and talk with us, they have like a paper, like something like they're going to talk about this. Here's the answers. And they end up finding out like, okay, I can't use this paper with these guys because we're not even barely talking about any of this stuff.
Right.
And they're like, this is not what I was expecting. They have a lot of fun with us. And
Yeah.
me personally, I try not to watch. If we have somebody coming on, I don't watch any other podcasts. I don't want to know anything of what they said before or nothing.
Right.
Because I feel like that's going to get in my head, and then I'm going to overthink that. And I'm like,
Well-
I'm just not going to be myself.
We've had a couple like you read the book from
I read all the books.
yeah, like in the books, and then I to be honest, I listened to a few songs today because I didn't want to sound like a freaking idiot, and I didn't know if
Too late?
I didn't know if you wanted to come on here and talk, or if you wanted to come on here and promote, or so I wanted to have
Well,
some
it's
like
promoting.
genuine questions to have
Yeah.
for you. So I listened to that, and I listened to an episode that you guys were on. I don't remember what the podcast was, but I listened to you guys talk, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to listen to this anymore because this is exactly what I want to talk to him about. So it was kind of research, kind of not research, but I do like the fact of doing a little research so we kind of know who you are, but not doing a lot of research, because we had an episode with Danielle, who I'll go on record completely. I was not on board for this. I did not like the idea, because our Hey Dad
I pushed for it
podcast,
so hard.
you and Chris both did. Our podcast, in my mind, is Hey Dad. It's our view of being dads and what we can present to being dads. So it's like with you coming on here, I wanted to know the religious aspect of you being a dad, and then also the traveling aspect of you being a dad. So those were the things that I wanted to point out. Well, Danielle was an interesting one because she is not a parent. She has no kids, and she wrote a book about being parenting. And I'm like, this is not anything that we should do. This has nothing to do with us. Why would we
Yeah.
entertain this fact? And I'm going to be honest, it was one of the best episodes I've been a part of. She was interesting. She had a great insight on it. She covered her ass as much as like
Joel
gave
hit her
a few-
hard.
I did. I gave her a few questions, and I'm like, hey, listen, I want to know exactly what makes you think that you can handle this. And it was awesome. It was.
Yeah.
I
You
think
hit her with some Dr. Lipschitz quotes from Rugrats.
yes, I did. No.
I liked his line.
When I was researching you guys, one of the favorite things that really drew me in was one time Chris said, and I was like, love that guy. You know, Joel's still trying to get it.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what a minute. Okay, because I was gonna make a joke. Wait, Chris said something.
Yeah, I'm pretty quiet tonight.
That was great. I was very
Chris,
confused.
I think the world of you. I really.
It's all good. I thought.
Okay, I have to say
that's
this
funny,
too.
'cause I was like, damn, it glitched out. What did he say?
Yeah.
Fucking got me good. Got me good.
I'm on it too. I was staring like, what the hell happened?
I'm glad I wasn't alone on that. I'm glad to. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Mango's with me. All right. Cool.
I dig it.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Chris, I make fun of people I appreciate,
it's
and
all
I got
good.
some friends like that. And one friend's like, dude, sometimes I don't know if you like, you know, he was taking it a little too personal, so I had to like build him up a lot. But like, I really like your best friends in the world. Like you got to teach.
Oh, that's how
if somebody's giving you a really hard time, you know they love you like crazy when they just feel comfortable enough to tease you, and you know.
I'm honestly.
Dude, I get messages that say that I'm a jerk to Chris all the time on here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm
That
mean
should be
to
all
him.
the comments. Yeah.
Mango's mean to Chris.
I'm definitely looking forward to part 2 with Sean on here. That's going to be great. Maybe we
We got
we're gonna
to
start a little
we got to put some
earlier.
planning into that.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna block off my whole day.
Sorry, I messed up the whole rapid question
Yeah, you
thing.
did. Way to
Joel,
go.
2 questions. Go for it.
I've been talking the whole time. Do I really need rapid questions? I don't know.
You're
if I
right,
have...
Chris. You haven't talked
Hey,
at all.
Chris, you
Go
give
ahead.
a rapid
I
question.
hope
I
my
don't have
internet
any
holds
rapid
out for
questions.
these questions. You know, how far do you guys? How far have you guys traveled for a show?
Los Angeles. So from Charleston to Los Angeles was like the coast to coast, and we had a blast in LA. It was 70 degrees in Pasadena where we were staying, right in LA, and it's so humid here.
Oh, yeah.
Like Charleston, it's just thick.
Well, you
Like the
wear
air, like you try to breathe it in, it's like it's hard to breathe, because it's so much humidity. There was like zero humidity there, and it was 70 degrees, and I was like, Sean, why do I feel incredible? And we're like thinking, and I'm like, Sean, I feel like I'm high right now. Like I don't know what's going on. I feel so incredible right now. Like I'm so happy. And he's like, I don't know, dude. Like I don't know. And then I'm like, Sean, I'm not sweating. Like I'm not glistening. And anyways, I was just so happy, and there was the best burritos in the world.
yeah,
And then it was just we foodied out too. So it was
Do you like
that,
food, Josh? What do you think about the food out in California?
food? It was so good. I understand why people live there, and it's still crazy expensive.
Only the food.
And
Yeah, the food is good.
Yeah.
When I was younger, we took a trip out there, and we stopped in LA, and we ate at a couple places, and nothing was bad ever.
No. And Sean loves food too. Don't let him fool you. He is skinny. Don't let him hear you say that. He'll get offended. He is not fat. But dude, like, if it's free food, he is a glutton, and it is hilarious to watch because you're like watching him and you're like, no, dude, that like, come on, chill out. And he eats so much. But yeah, no, we both extremely love food and love to talk about food. So
He's
much.
like one of those
It is.
grazers where he like grabs like a taco and eats one taco, and then like 10 minutes later eats another taco. And
You
then,
definitely
like,
found
a
your people.
banana, and
That's
then-
why we're here at 2.5 hours. There was a lot
Yeah.
of food talk.
Exactly. Yes. No, he acts like he gets a buffet. It's embarrassing taking him to a buffet because he acts like he's never eaten, and like that he can't go back, and it's like this high, and it's an addiction. He knows
Too
it
much
too.
commitment. I love
Yeah.
the free plates. Like, let me try this, try that. And then you get honed in, and then you can really like start piling it up. I guess
Exactly.
follow up. You guys do kind of 2-part question. Do you guys do a lot of local
Yeah.
shows?
Oh, Chris, you're talking. Slow down, Chris. You're
right?
talking a
Do you
lot.
guys? Do you guys do?
He's triggered.
I'm just wondering, what are the chances of me, do you do a lot of local shows? What's the chance of me coming down to Charleston and catching a show? And then do you guys do like your
Yeah.
own lineup, or do you do any covers to fill in some stuff?
Yeah, so like I don't ever want to be like a cover band, and so like we don't like do a bunch of covers, but we do songs that like from the 90s or whatever that we can make country. So like this, we got a show on the 25th of March. It's a Wednesday night. It's this place called All on Dog Green. It's like a Asheville, North Carolina weird venue. It's an outdoor barn jam kind of thing, and it's really, really cool. There's a dentist that puts it on, and he just loves music so much. He just put on this huge place. It's a bring your own beer kind of thing. They built like the craziest outdoor pizza oven that's like looks like an ant mound, like a yeah, it's just the weirdest looking thing. And they like hire homeless people to come like set chairs up and all this stuff to like pay. It's the coolest thing. Like they,
That sounds awesome.
yeah, we just got canceled. Unhoused people. It's just cool. And so you're hanging out with like
Listen,
the unhoused people.
Homeless people is not the worst thing that's been said on this podcast. You're fine.
I just didn't know like above and below the Mason-Dixon line, like what's
You're
what.
fine.
Yeah.
You're good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, no, cool place. And so like they have a bunch of traveling bands. Again, Red Clay Strays had played there 2 years ago, and it's been home for us for a long time. And we play once or twice a year there, and it's just awesome. And so we will fit in what we can like make country that hasn't been done before, and like how can we make it our own, and then we'll fit in like the coolest hooks from a song into the middle of a song. Instead of playing the same guitar solo all the time, we'll fit in like a hook from another song. Like, how did they mash that up? Like, how did they do that? And it's Sean. It's like, that's all I can tell you, Sean. And so it's the 25th we've got one, and we just try to like, schedule them as it comes. And then the venue that they loved us, they're like, anytime somebody country comes, we'll call you, to provide support, or whatever it may be, to sell more tickets or whatever. And so we're still but think about it, like a lot of the bands that you guys love and listen to, have you seen every single band live?
No, I wish.
No.
God.
So it's like you don't have to see them live to love them, and so we don't feel the pressure like we got to go everywhere all the time to play. We've turned down a festival in Ottawa, Canada. It's like the biggest country festival in Canada, and we got an awesome opportunity, and it was just like, no, it doesn't make sense. We're not going to break even. It's going to take too long, all this different stuff. We've gotten invited to play the Red Barn Radio in Lexington, Kentucky, which is like the oldest live music radio station in the country.
What's that? Is that like Berea, Somerset? Or is that where that's at?
I just know it's early fall that we're doing it, and it's Lexington, and we're trying to figure out what we're playing on the way.
Oh.
And Tyler Childers, I don't know if you know that country artist. He's recorded like 2 live albums there on that program. It's really cool. It's just really part of the fabric of the nation. It's really neat. But
Lexington's close. We could meet up at Lexington.
Yeah, we could probably swing that.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out. Yeah. It's for us, it just has to make sense. We're planning something in April where we're going to do like Greenville, South Carolina, then Brevard, North Carolina, then Johnson City, Tennessee. Like do those 3 in a row and stay up in the mountain with our family the whole time and just do 3 nights in a row.
That's awesome.
So
Okay, I have rapid fire real quick. If it pops off real quick, is the family aspect going to, I don't want to use the word ruin it, but is the family aspect the biggest mindset part of doing the music? Is it, hey, we're going to sign this record deal and we're going to play everywhere, but if it's going to hinder family aspect, it's not worth it?
And no, I mean, we'll figure out how to make it work.
Okay.
Plan next year is to homeschool the kids, and if we got to figure out how to take them on the road, like that's
Awesome.
what it is, So there's a way, and my wife is so great of like trying to figure out how to make it work, and she's in the band not because she loves to sing and perform, because she's my best friend, and I don't want to do anything without her. And so it's like we're gonna do it together. Sometimes she doesn't even like performing. She's an incredible singer. She don't even like singing in front of people. I had to bring it out of her.
The song, forgive me, I forget the name of it. It's a slower song.
Eyes on You.
Eyes on You. It's a slower.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to the whole thing. It's a bit slower than I don't know. I kind of like the upbeat, get into it music.
Yeah.
I was expecting more out of it, but when your wife starts singing, she sings like she hits it. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying. She's awesome. Like when we sing at church, I'm rehearsing for like 2 weeks straight. Like, come on, Josh, get it right.
She
You know,
just goes
she's
sings.
like, day of, she's like, and like, got it. I'm like, gosh,
Yeah.
woman,
You
know,
suck.
in the studio. Yes, for real. In the studio, she's one take Melissa. And then I'm like, Sean's like, all right, Josh, let's try that one again. We're going to do this kind of like this. And I'm like, huh? You know, and like, it's sickening, and she's incredible. We try to figure out how to write more music for her. That's hard. Listen, you guys think marriage can be tough? Try to writing a song with your wife.
No, listen. I can't
dude,
even imagine.
she's like,
I've tried to talk my wife into working with me, and she's like, no, there's no way in hell. Not happening. Not going to happen.
yeah, writing a song is really ridiculous. Like sitting naked and arguing, and like, if you say anything wrong that like she had a good idea, or it's a bad idea, or not even like a great idea, you're just like, nah. And she's like, I suck at this. All right, like no, because songwriting is very vulnerable, and like includes other people. So we're trying to figure that out. Yeah. Joel wants more Melissa. I'm gonna tell her.
Mine's just trying to do the books, and it's an argument. So I'm not gonna write songs. We're good.
Dude, I got a friend that does the best books in the world for businesses, and she's not super expensive. If that ever becomes a thing, I'll send you her number. I'll send you her number. She's amazing.
We've been talking about doing a book for a Hey Dad book about kids and stuff. But
are you talking about finance books? Or are you talking about what are you talking about?
Well, hold on.
We're
I
talking
was talking about finance books. Then Mango just didn't listen at all, and he went
I did not listen
about
to Joel.
Hey
I
Dad.
tune Joel out sometimes. I'm trying to cue other stuff up right now.
Apparently, I talk way too much.
Hey, is Mango like your parents gave you that name, or is that your truck driver name? Like, what is that?
That's us. We did that.
You did that, so it's not like a
Yeah.
Mango 45.
No, I've been called Mango ever since I was like 10 years old.
Can you do a little truck talk for us real quick though? Like,
There it is.
I have.
look, Joel got comfortable
trucker.
like it does something for him. He just sat back like,
I'm ready. Get it. I want to
I'm
hear
not like
you
Chris.
on
I
the
don't have.
CB.
He's got an airplane voice. I do not have a trucker voice. I don't even have
Don't
friends
drag
who
me
are
into
truckers.
this.
all right, hold on. So then we need. All right, no. That's a good point. We need an airplane voice. Who's going to go first? We need a trucker voice first. What do? You're about to pull in. You're going to need to make sure that you can back up and right into the bay number 12. You're scheduled to come in. What are you saying?
Let me get my deep voice here.
Big rig here. I'm pulling in right now. I'm going into dock 12. You guys better get out of the way.
You call yourself Big Rig? You call yourself
I'm pulling the big rig
Oh
in.
yeah, that's a CB name.
Big Rig.
Big rig.
I
Yeah,
think your CB name from now on is Big Rig.
Big Rig. Big Rig Mango. Okay, Chris, we need some call signs. This was hard. I have some friends that are pilots, and like I couldn't do it because I couldn't remember any of this stuff.
He did it. He did it one time. Go give it.
Okay. Because I got a ham radio license, I can't even remember my own like call sign, so I don't.
I can't remember the last time I worked. I don't even know what I do. Like, but it's just ladies and
The
gentlemen.
problem
Did
with
you
Chris
marry?
is he has,
Hold on, did you marry money?
Nope. Married a sugar baby.
No, he's a pilot, and the pilot schedule is they work 3 days and they get 49 days off, and then
Yep.
they work 3 days again, and he doesn't even know what to do with his time.
I'm like, that's what the
gosh.
co-pilot's for, man. The first
All right.
officer. It's like, hey, what are we doing? You remember how to fly this thing? You got this leg. It's ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen, welcome aboard flight 69 to Canada. We're gonna go to Ottawa today. Sit down, buckle up, shut up, and enjoy the ride.
Oh my
obviously
God,
not,
this
but-
plane should have got Starlink.
Oh,
Yeah.
did it do?
No.
it?
I need
Oh,
I need what you're saying to the tower. No, to the
Oh.
tower.
I be usually just Roger. Like they just tell us what to do. Roger. Yep. Just repeat everything back.
You
to
don't
them
have
like
to
a big
say
parrot.
you don't have to say your plane's number, any of that stuff.
Flight 5645. Where
He doesn't work
know.
enough to know if he has to say that.
It's
All right,
dude,
so
it's really.
some of my friends fly those.
Go ahead.
Okay, so my friends are making it more difficult then, I guess, because my friends have those
100%.
little planes, scare the crap
Okay,
out of you.
so-
And then he's like, I don't know, I've never had this much weight in a plane. I'm like, golly, make me feel bad and scared.
So
And then he's like, yeah, AA 54721 approaching, da, 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 da. And I'm like, I'm done. Count me out. I couldn't do this.
everything for us is super easy. Everybody does everything for us. So we just check in and it's just like, hey man, we're level here, 30,000 feet. just letting you know we're here. Okay, cool. And then they say, hey, you can start your descent. And like, that's about it. Like sometimes we get close, like, hey, turn to this heading. We're going to vector you in for your landing. But when you're flying GA, like they have no idea who you are, where you're at. So that's where it's like, hey, yeah, November 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm 5 miles southwest of,
That's
Rickenbacker
it.
Airport. I'm
That's
at
it.
5,500 feet VFR.
Keep going.
headed
Keep
to
going.
Columbus for some touch and goes. And
Look,
that's where
Joel's blushing. Joel is blushing right
I'm laughing.
now.
I'm laughing
one of
because he went. But I've rode with him in a private plane, and he does all that. But what he
Yep.
just said was, while his commercial license or his commercial pilot goes on, basically Chat GPT flies the damn plane for him.
you work
He
so
doesn't do
hard.
anything.
You put in all that effort, you get to have all the fun experiences.
To get the license. That's kind of like
Yeah, but-
practicing medicine. They call it practicing medicine because they have no idea what they're doing. They're just figuring it out.
100%. Take a
Throw it. Hey,
vitamin.
we're gonna give you a antibiotic for this, and it's like the same antibiotic that covers like everything. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's that it's covered.
We might have a doctor coming on here soon, and my first question to him is like, I've noticed doctors are just Googling stuff right in front of me.
Yep.
And
Yes, that's
I
it.
don't like that.
Chat's the doctor now. Chat is the doctor. So yeah, no, Chris, I would like. It'd be like I'd be in a plane, and I'd forget what the Foxtrot November. I'd start going like
On.
Charles, Billy, like, and they'd be like, what?
It's not even a plane, sir. What are you talking about?
Did I catch a niner in there?
Yeah.
It would go so bad, so quick.
Listen, this is how bad this is. Chris let me fly a plane one time. Okay.
Oh God,
Oh,
So,
me too.
Yeah.
you're getting canned on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's over. It's fine. He can go without
That's
3 days of
struggling
work.
again.
Yeah. It really is as much as your headphones.
Yeah. We keep telling him to buy new headphones, and he just won't do it.
Are those not new
They still
headphones, or
work.
didn't you get new headphones when we
No.
we got Josh? We got super serious
These
about
work-
the podcast. We all ordered new mics. We were gonna do everything. I ordered new headphones. Mango ordered new headphones. Chris, what'd you do?
I got a new microphone.
Stole them from the airline, the trash pile.
Hell yeah.
Those are like the ones like they give out,
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah. They came in a
Chris,
baggie.
you know your ears hurt.
They're big anyhow, so they were doomed from the start.
Yeah.
I don't know if
You know
got, like,
they're-
all these
they have,
parabens in
they
his
have
brain now.
earrings on them.
I pulled all the.
You said
dead
what,
ones
Joel?
off
I
almost
said
to
I know.
see
We
one
know
there,
they're
so.
big. They have earrings on them. Josh pointed that out earlier.
They did, the little danglers.
Oh yeah.
Chris, didn't you pierce your nipples?
No,
No, that was Jason.
That was him.
But it was
It was
at it was at
yeah.
the mall
I-
where I work.
hold on. I pierced Jason nipples at Chris's store where he worked. Yeah, Josh, we've been on the podcast long enough that you're gonna start getting stories that you probably don't want to.
No, yeah. No, I'm starting to like look around your houses now and like figure out. Hold on, like we got brick. So are you like in a finished garage
Oh, I'm in my
you go.
Four Seasons room.
in the Four Seasons room? Okay, and then like I know what style and how old your house is, Joel. And listen, you're starting to get offended now because like I think I had that same ceiling fan
Probably.
growing up. Yeah, there we go.
Look at him adjusting.
Look at that. Is that a fireplace?
Yeah,
Nice.
hell yeah, it's a fireplace. Yeah.
Do you all have basements there?
So
Yeah.
I'm in
Okay.
my basement. Yeah. Well, we have a
Nice.
tri-level,
Nice.
so we're
We have tri-level. That's awesome. Just kidding.
Gotta
I'm
go up
sorry. It's
steps
getting.
wherever you
It's
wanna
like
go.
10:53
we were
here.
talking smack, so I tried to update
did.
it. Like, yeah, there's wood trim, but listen,
Look at this stain.
Listen,
we
that
bought
is
we
my.
bought the house. We
my
bought the
water
house from an
heater.
old couple, but we haven't updated.
I'm behind the
anything.
curtain.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I hung a curtain. I finished half the garage. Put a water heater. Put the air handler in there. I say I'm not handy. I did
You
a
put
lot.
a curtain up.
I did a lot. I got so much itchiness from the insulation and the drywall. The drywall line was so bad when I like did the mudding. Then I just turn the drywall line into like an artwork. So like,
There you go.
you know, you ever hung drywall and then you mud it and then there's like obviously a line when the lights are off?
Yep. On
So
the
then I
seam.
just did this when I painted it.
Yeah.
So
That's
That's the thing is
Yeah.
like most people that say that they're not handy are meticulous enough that they can get the job done.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I bled a lot.
I bleed a lot. I made a whole
Words
business
came
off
out.
of watching YouTube. It's fine.
Yeah.
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 You're good.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Chris is just in his bedroom.
I'm actually getting.
Is that a baby gate or a stairs?
But
That
gel,
is
gel
the headboard. I remember
That's
to
the
take the
headboard.
handcuffs down, but that's the headboard.
Yeah, I was about to say something. Yeah, that's a kinky one.
I'm actually, yeah, I'm getting
There's not much head on that board.
lots of room though for activities.
There's not much board on the head. Yeah, yeah.
So I'm actually preventing
A lot of jokes
all
right
the
there.
family.
There's so many. I'm gonna cut it off. I'm gonna cut it off.
Yeah, the baby's cribs
All
in
right.
here, passed out. Wife's like can't go to bed. I'm cramping the night. I'm gonna.
You're in trouble.
I got.
You're
Wait, hold on.
in
The baby
trouble.
can sleep through all that
No,
talking.
she's out. They're all out in the living room waiting on me to wrap up.
Joel's
No,
still
no.
trying
Oh,
to get
okay.
it.
No. I got that one. I was in on that one. I caught that one. But you know when we. Yeah. Exactly.
you had to think about it.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
glad you got
Yes.
it, Joel.
Gosh. Hilarious.
Jeez.
All right.
All
We
right.
almost made it 3 hours, but we just can't.
Yeah.
This
You
is
know what,
awesome.
man? Sometimes you get into these podcasts and you just talk with people. And Josh, you've been freaking awesome,
Good.
dude.
I hope this
Oh,
can be
yeah,
part
dude.
1, part 2, and part 3. You got 3 episodes tonight. Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Well,
is
what
great.
you didn't hear was one night Mango and I tried to record, and we did a 4-hour episode, and we couldn't even release it because we just got on here and started talking, and yeah,
And we kept drinking, and it made no sense. The audio was crap,
yeah.
and I was like, I can't use this.
So when you were drinking, that's when you ordered the microphones and everything.
No, before that, but yeah, I'm sure we ordered stuff, but yeah.
Joel's at the age though that he can't even sit down anymore. He's like, this is like my butt's numb.
First of all,
Yeah, I got.
He is the
Hold
oldest
on.
guy here.
stop. Yeah, listen, if you're gonna start doing the old jokes on my behalf, we're gonna have a problem. Okay? But you're right. I'm starting
Yeah.
to. So I've started working out, and I started playing basketball Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 5 in the morning, and my knees hurt so
Dude.
bad. Oh my god.
1000%. That's basketball is knee central.
Oh yeah, dude, it's awful. Like
Yeah.
and the worst part is I feel the greatest I felt in so long,
Yeah.
and I'm on fire. But yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like I'm getting up. You guys are talking. I'm getting out of my chair, like stretching. You're right.
That's it.
But how
Well, when you have
uh,
Sean on here,
how old-
ask him how many injuries I've gotten from playing soccer with him
Oh my god.
every day, every morning. It's an indoor soccer turf area. I have been injured so many times. It's so ridiculous that it's not even funny.
So you guys play long distance kickball, and you try to convince people you're not a couple.
It's just true. It's true. Listen, we've actually invented games. We both wear indoor soccer shoes. Mine are like neon orange. His are blue and something. And we do soccer tennis. Okay, which is like exactly like tennis, but with a soccer ball. But the ball can only hit one time. It is extremely competitive. It's insane. We impress ourselves. And then after whoever wins that, then, that's bragging rights. It's best of 3. And then we play where you're shooting on the other side. You can't be in the box, but you can stand in front of the goal. And the other person's going to shoot it, and the first to 3 wins. But you're shooting from the other side. You got to take some long, crazy shots. Anyways, every day we begin the day with either you lose or, won one of them. If you're competitive, it's amazing. It's how we start every day. And just be honest, like, I try to hit as many unreturnable balls as possible because he's way better. And then he will do like a soft serve back my way of pity. And I'm like, dude, don't pity me, dude. Like, don't even try that, brother.
Beat me. Come on. Just
Yeah.
Just go ahead.
Yeah. So
And you feel great, but then
we
you
feel
know, at the
feel
end of the
fantastic
night,
now.
You're stretching and thinking about that hot tub, and you're like, I should probably sit in that for a minute.
Yeah.
You are
1000%.
sounding old, Joel.
I am old. Wait, Josh, how old are you?
38.
Yeah.
Nice.
God.
Nice too.
Dang it.
Well, us,
Chris,
just me and
yes.
Mango.
Chris, how old are you?
Can't speak for Joel.
12.
Awesome. Yeah.
38. I'll be 39 in May.
I don't know.
So.
38.
I think so.
Okay. It's right. I got to ask my wife all the time. Wait, because she's 11 months older. I'm like, wait, how old are you? Okay. Yeah. So.
Yeah, this is when I realized Joel's old. We're at a college party. We were in college. Well, everyone else
We're
was.
about to hit 3 hours. Praise God.
Joel was not
Go
in
for it.
college. And he's hanging out with this chick in a bathroom. They come they come out. Somebody's talking to her. She finds out how old Joel was. I think he was like 50 at the time. She kind of freaked out. I was like, oh man, Joel is old.
Wait, how old are you now, Joel?
I'm 42.
42. 42.
I think you were like 28 at the time.
No, I think I was 25. And she was 19. But it was called, it's whatever.
I think that those two guys that they found out they were twins. They had the same dad. One of them's a singer and one of them's a comedian. I think like they were triplets and you're the third one.
Is it
Now, Harlan, I think
Billy
one of them's a
Corgan
singer for.
Oh, okay.
Smashing Pumpkins, is that what you're thinking?
Yes, what's his name? Smashing Pumpkins. Bald guy
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
And
there's
then the comedian
Billy
is...
Corgan and
who was
Bill
on
Burr.
Star Wars.
Am I older than them?
Bill
Is that
Burr.
where we're going with this?
Yeah, dude. You're the other twin.
No, you're it's the part of the
The triplet, yeah.
Bill
Oh,
Burr.
I gotcha.
Bill
Yes.
Burr, yep.
So you were right, Chris. I just thought they had the same name, but okay. So they are okay. They have different last names.
Yeah.
And then they got Bill Hall. Yeah,
Billy
Joel
Corgan,
Hall. Yeah,
Joel Hall.
Joel Hall.
yeah.
Right there.
Joel Hall, third one, the one that was like two famous ones, and then you got Joel. And
Am I Cooper Manning?
oh my gosh! Oh, we lost Chris again right before the 3 hour mark. Amazing. But no,
We
what if
only
your
lost
destiny
him.
is
We only lost
the
him because his wife
podcast?
came in.
The podcast. That's it. The podcast blows up, and then they figure out you were the triplet, like you were the third one. It was
When
Bill.
you're 70,
Yeah,
I'm Cooper Manning.
yeah. Mango, how old are you?
38.
38. Okay, see, that's a great year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. We got 5 minutes. Let's see. Joel's done sitting down.
I'm not done. I'm gonna sit down.
Yeah.
Joel, you gotta get closer to the mic and quit stretching.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. So on like Thursday nights are they're not busy. I'm a huge golfer. Do you like golf?
I can drive a ball really well.
Okay.
And that's like I go to show off to my wife at Top Golf and but then like short game's terrible.
We're not allowed to go to Top Golf because I always win and everybody gripes at me and I'm like
Jeez.
that's the whole damn point. I'm not trying to win.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my whole profession, I wanted to be a golf professional. I wanted to teach golf, run golf courses, and I did it.
Golf
but there's
pro.
no money in it at all until you work. You got to work like 20 years before they start paying. But
Right.
on Thursdays, me and a buddy, we go to the simulator and play golf, and we take a bottle of bourbon, and so it becomes a pretty good night. And then we come home and record, and I kind of had a few glasses of bourbon, and my body starts going, hey, you went and hit golf balls. Hey, you've been sitting in a chair for 3 hours. You probably should either go lay down or give it up. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, hitting golf balls really, it takes a toll on my back so bad.
Yeah.
And I threw a buddy of mine a party for his retirement. My neighbor opened up a 24-hour simulator.
Yeah.
So it's like, 4 or 6 bays, 24 hours, play any course in the world, all that kind of stuff.
Is it one of the SGN golf things?
No, he called it, what did he name it? Like day and night or something. And then he did a play on words, and it's really cool. They got YouTube TV,
Yeah.
Sometimes I go work there when I want to get out of the house and hit golf balls, and then they got great Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So we'll go work there, but dude, I will feel it like nobody's business because it's all back and hips and college football. The 2 years that I did play, like I was playing Division I, and I'm 6'1", but everybody was 6'5", 300 pounds that I played with.
Yeah.
it destroyed my body like I learned physics so fast of like, I don't care how strong you are, physics wins. It messed up my body bad.
Oh yeah.
So I got, made it easier to let it go. And at some point I was just like, no, this ain't. But I got to go play against Tim Tebow. I got to like do some incredible stuff, and we'll never forget it. Incredible memories. But like it, I had to re-fall in love with the game because it sucked it out of me. I hated sports at that time.
I went to school with Chris Dealman, who's like at one time the highest paid lineman for the San Diego Chargers. And he is a monster. But when he retired and came back home, he was broken. Like, his body was just beat to hell, and he couldn't do certain things. And you're like, dude, you're only like 4 years older than me.
But that was when they didn't have face masks, though, right? I'm just kidding. Dang it.
Listen, I
I'm
liked
joking,
you.
Joe.
I liked you until
I
this
know.
moment.
I know.
Yeah, it was leather helmets.
That was a stretch.
No, dude, it was perfect. You fit in perfectly.
Yeah.
It's perfectly
Good.
good. Although
I love it.
I'm gonna scold Mango for it later, but yeah, you're good.
I love it. I love it.
I think Chris got into serious trouble. I think he was.
I think so. I really do.
I don't know if he was allowed to come back.
And do you see how much stuff he left on the bed? Like his night's ruined. Like all that stuff's in the bed.
He's done.
Yeah.
She said, you go to bed now. It's time to get off
change the
pot."
diaper, get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, I love it. So funny. All right, well, we either got Lexington or we got Charleston. We're going to figure out one of those times we're going to get together.
Absolutely.
Hit us up. Let me know what. Yeah. Will you guys be like ruminating, figuring out how you can make Sean feel extremely uncomfortable, or y'all just talk crap about me the whole time? I don't care. But just we'll figure out how to make it work. He's awesome. He's funny.
Yeah, dude.
On the spectrum,
Sounds like a good time.
on the spectrum as well. So it'll be great.
We can just keep saying that to him, like, dude, you're on the spectrum. Every time he says something, like, spectrum's coming out.
Yeah. He'd get it. He'd know you heard it from me. But just like if he says anything funny, just don't laugh at all. You just. I think it's just
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was Sean. That was kind of awkward.
Yeah, it's a little off color. We're not that we're not that type of podcast. Or just leave the cameras on, just like walk out. Like I don't know. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way.
Let's just get up.
Yeah.
See you guys.
I've had enough of this one, Mango. Like I don't know where you find these people.
Right?
Yeah. All right, man.
Awesome. All right. Well, God
thanks
bless
for coming on, dude.
Yeah.
This was super fun.
Yeah.
Like, it really was.
Blast. Awesome.
Please, tell everyone where they can find you guys, where you're playing at next, all the above.
Yeah. Well, I'm playing golf on Kiowa Island with Joel and Mango, and
right.
hopefully Chris, if he's not dead at this point.
He'll be fine.
And he'll be all right.
She just wanted to go to bed. He's not in trouble. She just was tired.
He's just tired. Yeah, and he was in the bed. He had to find a new location. He said
Exactly.
that. Galebird.com, GALEBIRD.com. There's a link to everything on there, where to stream it, where to buy merch, all that kind of stuff. Merch is the way to show gratuity. If you like a song, wear a shirt. Like it's the only way most bands make any type of money. Follow up with us. Come to Charleston, figure out where we're playing next. VowandVineJewelry.com is the jewelry business, VOWANDVINE jewelry.com. Let me know what you see. We can do literally anything. If you've ever had a dream of wearing any type of jewelry, we can custom make anything. We'll beat prices anywhere on the internet, all that kind of stuff. We love to be generous. We love to help out. We just love to have a good time. So if that sounds like you, hit us up. We'd love to chat.
Thanks again for coming on. This has
Absolutely.
been super fun.
Love it. Apologize to your wife for me.
My wife went to bed at 8:30. We're good.
Same.
God bless her. Love it.
My wife works Monday through Friday, and she works at a dental office, and she is dead to the world at 8:30, and it's cool. Whatever.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Love it. I love it.
Yeah. You guys all know where you can reach us at. With that being said, we will see you guys on the next episode.
Oh, have Chris tell everybody where we're on next.
Nope.
shell, buckle up. We laugh, we learn, we might have rambled a bit, but hey, that's what dads do best, admit it. Hey dad, thanks for hanging around for the bad advice that somehow works out. Life's a mess, but we're doing okay, we'll figure it out, probably next episode. Hey!